It is absolutely critical that we yell at the zombos. Also, we're not muted anymore. Say hi, Ninja.
Hi, Ninja.
Hey, excellent. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. Pip, stop grumbling. I just started talking, dude. You don't. You can say hi to Pip. Hi, Pip. Hi, Mr. Grumblebucket. Hello, everybody. It's Thursday. I am Iden of the Black Pants Legion. We're doing another run of dumb decisions. This week we're going to have the Wish.com knockoff of Crimevestigator Downs and the Monster Mansion. Figure we'd deal with some evil residents because why the heck not? BB was not available for stream today, so you've got me for one extra hour. I'm sorry. You poor souls.
4 hours of Crimevestigator Downs' Wish.com cousin.
Indeed. Pour one out for
Oh,
Crimevestigator Downs.
we will have to pour one out for Crimevestigator Downs. He did not deserve to go out the way he did.
He did not. He really did not. He was a good man
He
and an
was.
excellent crime investigator.
He was an excellent crime investigator. I will agree with that.
The the arbiter of bullet law. Oh, I see we got Hidden Boss, Silicon Soul, Zork, Alexter. Hello. Yes, 4 hours of crime time. You're
Not crime
going
time.
nowhere. I got you for. Wait, no, it's not 3 minutes. 4 hours of crime time. Also,
I
I'm going to politely ask all involved, co host and audience, let me know if the audio is janky or the audio balance because I've had to rig the capture card up to the laptop in what took all of 10 minutes to bumblefuck the setup. So the audio might be a little scuffed. We shall see. It kept trying to steal input device from my headset and make it um the capture card, which is incorrect. It is very incorrect. So, that is a thing. Also, I probably should take us off of the please stand by thing. Yeah, there we go. And yes, this is happening on the Switch because my GameCube's in storage. I do have this
mean
on the GameCube, and it is fun.
the Switch is remarkably more compact than the GameCube.
It,
Even though
it
I did
is.
when the GameCube was a current gen console, I have taken it to places for Smash Brothers
I mean, the GameCube is very portable compared to other consoles of its time.
compared to the Xbox. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, so how familiar are
Oh, man.
you with OG Resident Evil?
Not at all.
Outstanding.
So we have E4 Cujo, who claims to have made a poor decision, but we welcome his poor decision.
Indeed, it is a very appreciated poor decision. Thank you. All right. God, this is going to be wonky. Because of how I've got it set up, there's like a quarter second of audio lag between action on screen and audio.
Excellent.
Yes. Just, hang fire bullets, every bullet.
I mean, 20 like no one's gonna miss a quarter second lag, right? That doesn't drive people nuts.
Not in the least. It
Nope.
hopefully
Ooh,
shouldn't be doing that for the actual stream because it's all piping through the same pipe to get to the same place at the same time. But yeah. All right.
we
We're
shall
gonna
find out.
we're sticking to OG tank controls. Subtitles on, probably a good call. Oh man, multiple cubes and a large that sounds great, dude. That sounds so good.
And Double Dash was such a great game.
I never actually played Mario Kart Double Dash. 64 was my big jam, and I kind of went to the more handheld stuff with Mario Kart DS.
Okay. Okay.
Also,
Uh, I'm
So
guessing the wide from before did not mean ultra wide and just meant like
yeah,
14 by 3 or 16 by 9.
yeah, that's what it means.
Or sorry, 4 by 3, not 14 by 3. Uh, I know Hidden
14
Boss
by
is
3 would
calling
be
me out.
exceedingly wide.
That would be approaching Tom levels of wide.
Indeed.
Wide Tom's wide TV. When
Wide
you need
Tom's wide tube.
when you need wide entertainment.
I mean, remember that this was originally was a remake for the GameCube when not all TVs were widescreen flat screen TVs.
Yeah, no, I mean until I think my first white like 16 by 9 was in college.
All right,
Uh,
so we've got Wish.com Crimevestigator Downs,
okay,
and then the Meathead version, also known as the
okay.
Boulder Puncher. And then we've got like this other chick who, I mean, has weird cop outfit or has baseball cap and much more reasonable looking outfit. But we're not going to play as her because Downs is our spirit animal, and by God, we're going to fucking live it up.
I'm just gonna say only like three of these four body types seem like uh they could wear a ballistic vest.
Yeah, when you get to this guy, he
He
look
is the ballistic vest.
Yahtzee of Zero Punctuation, now fully Ramblematic, once described Chris Redfield in this incarnation as he looks like a chia pet on a refrigerator. And yeah, no, it's accurate. Like,
Hmm?
look at this guy.
It's very rectangular, man.
He is a block.
It's got like the chest freezer in the chest.
Yeah, yeah, he's got like snack containment units for snacky times and drinks.
Yeah, that's not ammunition or that's not for extra mags. That's for Twix bars.
Yeah, and you see on the left there, his right, our left, you see where he's got the little popsicle holders, for those
Yep,
little push
yep,
pops. Yeah,
yep.
this man is where the party is at. If that party involves copious amounts of roids, whereas she doesn't get like turbo roided, she just gets a baseball cap and loses the goofy shoulder bits because and she actually gets more storage for like things because the
Hmm.
goofy shoulder bits, like, what do you do with the goofy, what's gonna happen? Is the bad guy going to like try and kung fu chop your shoulder? Is that what you're defending against?
So I have a theory. I have a theory. I don't know if everyone's ready for this theory, but I have a theory,
Go for it.
and it concerns female armor in the vast majority of video games. Uh, so spice warning. So you know how like during World War II there was that study about like here's where we need to armor up the planes because like the planes that come back that's where the bullet holes are.
Survivorship bias, yep.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're doing the same thing with female armor.
Possibly.
Like the women that come back are injured in these areas, so clearly we need to armor them in those areas.
I guess, man, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Look at how neat her badge and ID is compared to this nerd. He's got a penny stuffed in there, and he's just kind of disheveled, and it's off kilter. Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, explanation is it takes too long.
Yep,
He hates explanations.
exactly. Also, Cujo, whoever put that banana peel there can eat shit. I have said those words many times. Some things are universal. Swearing in Mario Kart is one of them. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet, Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate.
And that's how
But
we
we
got
lost
pulled
contact.
from Twitch, was some sudden gore.
Oh,
Bravo
no door
team's
warning.
helicopter was a derelict.
Also, goddamn, the zombies took the helicopter down.
Save for the
That's
remaining
impressive
body
for
of
only
Captain
having melee weapons.
Yep. It's Crime Detective.
We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
Probably the biggest mood breaker right now is I can hear Pip quietly honking as he sleeps next to the TV. You know, this is actually probably the one game where those shoulder pads are useful, because the zombies do tend to, like, go for the shouldery meat. So
Yeah,
maybe
see?
it's maybe she knew what she was in for.
And maybe those pads are magnetized, so you can just like stick a clip on there.
Good.
As long as it's a metal clip.
See, at least his shoulder thing has a camera, so you know you can watch the dog murder it in HD.
Ooh.
Well, not really HD. This is 90s.
The best VHS quality.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so Gawa, this is the remake that they did for GameCube, ported to Steam.
Wouldn't the slide lock open and like pulling the trigger do nothing?
Yeah, kinda. Probably.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been a while since I fired a Beretta, but I am fairly confident that you are right. Also, bad doggo, no biscuit.
Oh, good. Rescue helicopter. Wait, no. What?
Hey, he saw what happened to the last helicopter. He ain't fucking around. He don't want to go and, you know, crash like that.
Chris, this way.
Ah,
That's
yes.
kind of how could I say?
Back when Albert Wesker didn't sound like he had a dick locked firmly up his nose. I take it back now. That's not him. That's Captain Angelos of the Blood Ravens. Wesker just sounded like he had a permanent head cold.
Oh man, Dawn of War 2 was an okay game with such great voice acting so
There are
terrible
only
it
3
wrapped
stars
around to being
members
great.
left now.
I mean,
Captain Wesker,
some of the voice
Jill,
acting was
and
patently
myself.
fun. Anything the
We
orcs
don't know
did.
where Barry is.
Avitus, that man. The
And then
Devastator Sergeant.
the Sindri.
Oh, see, that's
Barry.
the OG
Where's
Dawn
Barry?
of War. That's not Dawn of
Oh,
War
was
2.
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
That's the very beginning.
No.
I remember the
What was
metal
that?
boxes. Oh, what was that?
I'll
That
go
was
and check it
Gunshot.
out.
Yeah,
All right.
Metal Boxes
Jill and I will
was,
stay and secure this area.
Soulstorm, which was also very hammy.
Chris?
Dark Crusade,
care.
though. Dark Crusade had fucking top-notch voice acting. Whoever they got to do Eliphas the Inheritor, the Chaos Lord, yes! That dude, velvety smooth. Absolutely fucking flawless. Okay, what are my controls? That's stab. That's stabulate. This is
There
run
appears to be a
and about face. That's really all the controls I need to know is stab and run. Stab,
oh,
run.
there was a LED ashtray back there, but you know.
Yeah, it's a ink ribbon because you have to use those to save.
Ah,
Dawn of War 1 has a lot of funny voice acting. But
I
there
remember
are
the
some
Blood Raven
absolute
speech.
bangers.
what? A Zombo?
Hidden
Explain
boss,
yourself.
Hidden boss, you're not getting a knife only run. I'm sorry, dude. I have limits to how much stress I'm willing to take on for this, and while last week's Ness experience shows that it's relatively high, it's not trying to knife Plant 42 high. Like, fuck, dude.
And I mean, this is Iden, so any goob, you can't bribe him with goob. You can bribe him with like lady red art.
I mean, at that point, you're more bribing Lady Red with Goob to do art, and then she just browbeats me until I get with the program.
Wesker? Jill?
What did he think was going to happen?
Where did they go?
The better question is, did he think at all?
Oh, okay, that's fair. I mean, clearly not, because he's got his knife upside down, ready to fall out of the holster.
Hey, look! Convenient gun!
The handgun?
The captain told me not to just leave guns laying around. He'd be very upset.
Yeah. Discount or Wish.com Crimevestigator Downs loses armory access because of the guns laying around.
Yep. But unfortunately, they did not just leave ammo boxes laying around the mansion, which is a travesty.
How inconsiderate
It is.
of these assumed mansion residents.
Those evil
Don't they know
residents,
they're in a horror?
Those
That is
very
pretty evil of the residents.
Yeah, they're very evil residents.
Yeah,
How dare?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about this, and I guess I am also an evil resident because like I kept all my ammunition in like a clean, safe, or sorry, what's it? Dry, dark, and locked away, in one location.
Okay,
And clearly, that's not what I should be doing. I should be hiding it in pottery, in random boxes.
Yes. See, Kenneth also had body cam, so later we can watch on the little VHS player in a later part of the game as he dies horribly.
So, does that mean that their body cams are actually recording to a VHS right now?
Yeah, I mean, little camcorders were a thing.
They were. I also remember that they had like an hour of runtime maybe before you had to swap tapes.
Yeah. I mean, they've only been on the ground for a very brief amount of time.
Ooh, green herb.
Yes. Herb.
Herb.
Herby herb. Note to self, purchase more random boxes. Thank you, Grimos.
Yeah. If a hero with the green hat comes to your house, he breaks your pots and boxes looking for cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, indeed. Fucking
Man, you
zombos.
that Zombo was like probably just taking a nap.
The one that was on the ground there? Oh yeah, he's having a nap all right. And I'm not gonna enjoy it when he wakes up. Let me tell you.
Oh, hey, look, a suspicious arrow.
Yeah.
Glowing arrow. That's probably not important.
Uh-oh. Will I take the handgun bullet? Yes, I will. Ah! No. No hug.
Buh.
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 Buh. It's... Oh no, the aloe zombie. Buh.
It's locked from the other side. If only there was some way to forcibly unlock a door.
Playing card size, roughly? Yeah, pretty much.
So, my family never had one, but some of our neighbors had those mini VHS camcorders.
Neat.
That's where I got, not use them, but see them.
Yeah, I never had one of those. I did get used to the little cheap disposable cameras that you could go get film developed in.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, one of the toys that I did have as a teenager was the Yak Back. Oh, that thing was fun.
I'm not familiar with the Yak Back.
Basically, take the prototype of internet soundboard trolling technology, because the whole thing about the Yak Back is it could record a couple seconds of audio and then play it back on command. No, Zombo!
Ooh.
No touchy.
He just went for we're social distancing here.
Indeed.
Shape of an arrowhead.
I know, right? So now we're gonna take the arrowhead off, and it's made from peridot, which, if I remember correctly, peridot's another name for, I think, Amazonite? God, it has been decades since I was actually interested as a fucking teenager about different rock types and had a collection.
I was never really into rock collecting as a kid. I was more like coins and stamps.
I did a little bit of both of those as well. The Book of Curses. Curses foiled again. Alright.
There's a key on the back cover.
Yes.
The book folds open.
4 masks. Speak no evil, smell no evil, see no evil, or none of the 3. Man, it's almost like that's telling me what I need to put on the 4 faces right here.
What? That's wild.
It is. And now I have the sword key.
The S-word key.
Indeed. And yeah, no, I'm right there with you guys, Hidden Boss, about the floppy disk. I remember playing games on the old frickin' both kinds of floppy disk, the 3.5s and the 5-inchers.
Yeah,
the old
I've
Apple Macintosh.
played. Well, I
Oh,
should say
God.
played.
Look at that guy on the left. He's got like a pair of booty shorts, and that's it. Ugh.
Oh, so that's Zombie Aloe.
Dress for the climate, homie.
Yeah. Yeah, them Florida zombies.
Yep. Fucking.
Or maybe
tourists.
it's Canada zombies during a heat wave.
Maybe.
60 degrees.
Yeah. Then again, I do know at least one dude whose whole thing is to put it in his words, because the guy's a trucker, he only turns the heat on to keep the fuel from freezing.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, this lad is very much a creature of winter.
Some like it hot, and some don't.
He do not like the cold, or like the heat. He is very much a creature of cold. Hello, TK.
Who wears short shorts? The aloe zombie back there. But there's something shining in there.
Yep.
A puzzle for Crimevestigator Downs.
Yep.
Oh, look at how he solved that puzzle.
He is a functional genius, and once again, the arbiter of bullet law. Because that is the only law the zombies will recognize.
Clearly, they're not recognizing or
They certainly don't recognize
respecting.
personal distance.
No, they don't respect personal distance or a guy walking around with a gun at high ready.
Yeah.
And being like, I'm not going to. I'm just not going to deal with them. I'm going to go this way.
Hey, look, I found another shank.
A dagger. Sorry,
Yep.
the dagger.
Yep. Fuck you. You don't come through that window yet. If I play my cards right, you never will. So there's a major jump scare that happens in this hallway. And it happens when you're going the opposite direction through this hallway only. The windows, they explode, and in come doggos.
Ooh, but the doggos are bad.
The doggos are the bad doggos. They do not get biscuit. Alright, let's see.
It's full of dirty water.
Remove the plug? Giggity. Mistakes were made. Don't take that bet. What bet, Hidden Boss?
I was bathing.
Bully Snake, fucked if I know, but it's something that's caused a little bit of confusion on the channel admin side. If for no other reason than it's like, hey, dear Fook. Oh yeah, that water would be utterly pestilent. If you're playing as Jill, when she proceeds to pull the plug, she outright just goes and fucking vomits, because, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
My one time of exposure to rank water was a new building that was being built, and they installed the fire suppression and they had to test it. And that water had been in that tank for, I don't know, maybe like 3 months, 4 months.
Yep.
Not that long in the grand scheme of things.
I had...
And
Oh, go on, sorry.
that water made me gag.
So, we legit were concerned at one point when I was working out of a newly constructed temporary hangar. I say temporary. It was very permanent, but to get away with, being able to be there, because it's not somewhere where we really could say was ours, so... Oh. Shit. No! Stab him! Stab him! Sprechen Sie bang bang!
Well, looks like finally they have understood bullet law.
I'm not convinced.
Knife law?
I'm just trying to give him a little bit of a poke and tickle to see if he's actually down.
Oh, he was playing dead. The undead are playing dead.
Okay, there's the blood pool. They're both properly down.
Yes, zombie blood does not uncongeal until they're dead.
Indeed.
Crimevestigator Downs.
Yeah, so the new hangar, when we took custody of the place and started operating out of it, that was a thing, was the fire suppression system had not been used. So, when we first started setting...
Oh, he exploded.
That made the crunch of happy. That's neuron activation, is when you hear that crunchy, brain pan eruption.
The zombie dodged.
But,
so he's playing dead again.
Potentially. Stairs are kind of weird for the rendering of the thing, but... Yeah, he was. But, yeah. We... Honestly, because of all of the many myriad flaws with the construction of that, facility, we were half convinced because of the... Oh, shit, there goes another cranium. Hell yeah.
Nice.
We were half convinced that the fucking water in the fire suppression system was somehow coming out of the septic system, because it sure as hell smelled like it was coming from the poo pipes. It was bad.
What?
It wasn't. It wasn't. It
How
was
is
just stupidly stagnant, but it stank so fucking bad. Ah, yes. Dealing with the zombies. They may appear to be dead, but are able to come back to life. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, Whacker is sassing us again.
Yeah, it takes one to know one. Also, hello, Ramshackle.
Hey, Ramshackle.
Also, the water was brown, like poo water brown when it came out of the eye wash station. So we're like, oh, look, we're going to be putting boiling turd water into our eyes if something happens.
Yeah, that seems like lock out the station and put a temporary station in.
Yeah, well, it turns out it wasn't poo water. It was just very stagnant. Once we actually got the,
Don't they run them?
Yeah, no, are you kidding? This place was made by the lowest bidder using subcontractors who bid even lower still, who half-assed the job. We nearly had the finger of God kill a guy because the smoke curtains in the roof of the, in the ceiling of the hangar itself had 2-foot-long stretches of rebar at even intervals to keep them hanging rather than flapping around. And one of the rebar just decided it was going to plummet to Earth, landed like the finger of God a couple feet behind a dude who was walking through the hangar bay. It's like, holy shit.
Damn.
It would have, if it had hit his head, it could have probably killed him. It would have been fucking messy. Because this is a hangar meant to hold a 737.
Oof. Yeah. No. That's a big distance. And rebar gets real heavy real fast with each section length.
It do. Alright, so we just picked up a note that says the zombos are gonna get back up if you don't do something to make it so that they cannot. And
It's up on their heads.
yeah, you gotta, frickin'... you gotta deal with them by either blowing the brain pan off, which we've done with 2 of them, or you have to set the fuckers on fire.
Wait, he has to use an entire ink ribbon
Yes.
per save? What, is he writing War and Peace over and over again?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ink ribbons don't run out that fast.
Whacker, I can't really do a you fool nearly well enough to do justice. I'm telling you, Gilbert Gottfried. God bless and rest that man's soul. Gilbert Gottfried did an amazing you fool.
Mixed herb.
Herb. Ramshackle has a question. What is your question? Or is this a squick kind of question? Okay, so here's what we need to do. Chris really likes the clicky-clacky sounds. Yeah, he's a special lad, but we love him.
I'm picturing Crimevestigator Downs. Oh, okay. That's what the fuel's for.
Yes. There's a reason you find the fuel canteen in the same room as the note saying burn bodies or bad. Because, yeah, like, these mooks will absolutely get the fuck up when it's least convenient.
That's rather inconsiderate of them.
It is, and I don't have enough fuel to burn another one because he uses half a canteen of fuel to torch a single carcass, and they weren't laying on top of each other to double up.
That seems, oh, well, okay. I guess if it's a small enough fuel tank, it's fine.
Yeah, it's literally a fucking hip flask.
So, or fuel canteen, yeah.
Yeah. So, Hidden Boss is correct. There are more zombos than there is fuel to burn zombos. So, yeah, zombo burning is important, but also, if you don't have to burn or to kill zombo to burn, then, stuff that's easily avoided, just kind of leave them.
Did the ones that had exploded need burning?
Nope, but you'll note that the bodies are not here anymore. If the melon goes kablamo, then they are no longer a factor. It's only ones that are unburned and you don't blow the head off that are a risk of getting up. Okay, I want that.
The wooden mount.
A wooden mount.
He tried to shove you into the wall. How rude.
He did. He did.
Hidden Boss asks if this is the only RE game where you need to do this.
To burn bodies, I believe so. Also, Ramshackle, is there a sign up to be put in the wrestling? I'm assuming you mean WBPLW. There is not a sign up. What you want to do is message Halzakar. Like, the dude is super approachable and loves the fact that people are so into this show. So, message Hals.
He's legit one of the nicest people I've talked to.
Oh, yeah, he is a fucking... He is absolutely a teddy bear of a dude. Fucking love that guy. Alright. There's a vicious animal, vicious canine that lives here, and now apparently he has a thing in his collar, and we got a dog whistle to get the dog in there. So we now have to use a dog whistle to attract a particular dog on a particular balcony, so as to then, do the thing.
Ooh, Jupiter.
Ah, Gustav Holst's The Planets. Herbs! Yep, red, green, blue herbs. Yep, we've got the full gamer spread of herbs here, RGB.
Yeah, you got the for potions, for fire herbs, and for antidote.
Yeah, pretty much. Blue is antidote, green is health, red, when combined with green, makes super health.
Ooh.
Fire isn't really a thing. If you're on fire, you take damage.
Can you run into a dead zombie while on fire and set it on fire?
You don't actually get set on fire. You just kind of take damage while you're stood in fire. And you're only stood in fire, really, if you're a dum-dum and you don't move after you light a zombie on fire.
Oh, use the wooden mountboard as kindling.
Nope. You plant it. You see the frame on the top left?
Mm-hmm.
Literally just pressed it into the metal relief of the second floor map there. After the metal got super duper hot.
So, you scorched the... Okay.
Map. Yep, we scorched the map onto the wooden mount.
That's a pretty hot fire, if it can heat metal to that degree at that distance. No hidden boss. This is a bad doggo, no ball, and no biscuit.
Speaking of doggos playing with stuff, so, I don't know how much of the tags y'all pay attention to, because admittedly, they're mostly just dumb fuckery on my part. But, Pip was super proud of himself today. While we were at the dog park, he kind of disappeared off into the bushes and tall grass in one corner of the dog park, where the only way we could see him was we could see his little white tail tip sticking up out of the brush. Which, that's the whole reason beagles have that. Okay, I need the armor for that door. That's a reason why beagles have been bred to have that white tail tip there, is legitimately they're a breed meant to go hunting in bush and brush. So it's so you can see them as you pursue the game.
Are beagles, they're retrieving dogs, or are they, like, ratting dogs?
So, beagling was the practice of setting beagles loose before the hunters, and they would drive small prey, foxes, rabbits, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And they would drive the small prey to their dens.
Okay.
So, very much the case of beagles were very useful for chasing prey, but not necessarily bringing it back. Do I have the small key? I do not have the small key. Okay. I will need to
Brimworld asks if you can cut a zombie's head off with an axe.
I wish. It would make sense.
I'm gonna give you a hug. Now, can you set it on fire?
Nope.
It has to be dead
Yeah.
to be set on fire.
If it's faking it and you try and set it on fire, it will just get up and try and grab you. Come on, come on. I want you to die on top of your buddy so I can burn both of you in one go. Hello, Gaunt the Revenant. Welcome to the office.
Wait. Okay, there it comes.
Yep. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, nice.
That should be close enough. Now I just need to go to the item box downstairs, grab the canteen, and burn the bodies.
Oh, did you use both units for the fire?
No, if they're right on top of each other like that, then one use of the canteen will burn both.
Right, okay. It's an important step of stomping the noggin.
Gun Boomer as he's being shot by the 1911 or by the 9mm. Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna grab the key there because I'm gonna need it. God, if we had Hans with the Flammenwerfer. I mean, it could be worse. It could be the one guy from Splinter Cell who is aggressively French and attempts to kill you with a flamethrower. I mean, aggressively French. Ow. Ow. God damn it, game.
Break out the marshmallows, what?
Achievement for burning a certain number of zombies, I think. Emblem of the helmet.
Wait, so it let you sit in the fire so you could
Yes.
see that you got an achievement.
Yeah, pretty much. I got fucked over by achievement unlock. Love it.
Excellent. Game design at its finest.
Yes. That should have burned both of them. If one of them's still there when I get back to this room, then I know that my assessment is incorrect. Yeah, the all-important step of stomping the noggin. Yeah, that's a Resident Evil 2 thing. So, OG Resident Evil 2, Ninja, if you try and walk over a zombie that's fallen down and it's not really dead, it'll grab you and nibble on your ankles. And, oh, wow, 2 bullets and it's down. Nice. I hear you. I know there's another one of you.
Bad doggo. No biscuit.
There we go.
Did it make a monkey noise?
Ish? But yeah, so if you walk over them, they'll grab your ankle and give you the old om on the ankle, at which point your character will then pull up their foot and just stomp the noggin and turn it into ragu.
It changed into the shape of a key.
Yeah, but it's not rigid enough to be used as a key.
It's, I mean, okay. It just seemed, there seemed to be more metal in the, in that thing,
There physically should be.
than there physically should be, yes.
I mean, you're not wrong. The Ishimura stomp. Oh god, yes. The patron saint of just waffle stomping something until it goes away is Isaac motherfucking Clarke. That man is thoroughly upset at everything going on that ship, and yeah, especially when you consider that it's metal deck plates and his boots have magnetic units so that he can walk on the exterior of a ship or in a low gravity zone.
So accelerate. Oh, look, you got them both.
I did. Alright. Alright, I could go and grab the real key, and I think I will do that in just a moment, but first I want to go downstairs and do a thing or two. I'm not going to be able to do the 2-hour S-rank clear, because, frankly, that requires very much extensive precision that I do not possess, as well as, you know, remembering where goddamn everything is, or having it laid out in front of you.
Yeah, that seems like a pain in the ass.
It is. It is. Especially since you can't pause to reference a map or anything, because, the timer continues, even while you're paused. Zork, I would play Dead Space, except that laptop. Won't be able to do the remake, and I don't have... Actually, I do think I have the original saved, but the remake is honestly wildly superior. I was very pleasantly surprised. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do need to go get the key before I can do anything else. Never mind. We're going to go do that now. And have the, you know, moment of Panskashitten.
Panskashitten?
Yes, Panskashitten. So, you're going to see very shortly why you burn the bodies. Let's grab this. I might want that. Yeah. They get back up. That's what we call a Crimson Head. Because the thing about the Crimson Heads, they're fast little fuckers. They run as fast, if not a little bit faster than you do.
He seemed to be accelerating.
Yes. This is why you need the fake key.
This is basically a list of like, oh, if you didn't know you're supposed to do this, you're gonna be dead.
You can put the original key back. You do have that ability.
Okay.
It's just that the only way to get the key out of the room with you is to do that. So yeah, now I have the sword key and the armor key, so I can start doing more stuff.
And a Crimson Head waiting for you on the other side.
And I don't even have the shotgun yet, which is the better solution to Crimson Heads, because not only are they faster, they are much more durable.
Of course they are.
They're more durable, and they are fucking angry.
Sierra Soft Logic. Yup.
Also, one thing I really like about Dead Space 2 and the remake of Dead Space 1, Isaac Clarke, when you start stomping the ever-living bejesus out of stuff, will get progressively angrier the longer you continue stomping a target, until he just starts screaming profanities at whatever it is he is trying to weasel stomp out of existence. It is phenomenal. Because you can... Ow! Oh, God. Open door, open door, open door! You can basically see in real time the more angry and frustrated the guy gets, the longer it takes to destroy whatever it is he is trying to deal with. I don't care about you. Fuck off. I'm leaving. Okay, so we're just gonna keep on trucking this away.
Aliextra apparently tested it and starts swearing at Stomp 6.
Yeah, you do have to do it rapidly. Also,
The flash grenade.
yes, you know what the flash grenade's used for?
Setting zombies on fire?
No. It is a defensive item. The same way the daggers are a defensive item.
Okay.
You use them to prevent yourself from being nommed upon when they attack. With the dagger, you've already seen it put to use. You frickin' shank them in the side of the head. With the flash grenade, you pull the pin and stuff it into the thing's mouth.
That seems like it should be enough to destroy the head.
Oh, it very much is. It absolutely fucking is. You do that, and the cranium goes kapow.
We're hopefully not feeding the zombos.
But
there may be zombo feeding.
You're feeding the zombos grenades.
Do we get more flashbang grenades in this mansion?
Yeah, there are a few scattered here and there.
So what I'm, for taking notes for what I should do to have a non-evil mansion. One is I need to get like a tank of fuel.
Yes.
And then some hip flasks. I need to obtain flashbang grenades.
I mean, you could, instead of a tank of fuel, just stock the bar with some of Randolph P. Checker's old-fashioned, smooth-sippin' engine degreaser.
I've heard Randolph P. Checker's old-fashioned, smooth-sippin', apple-flavored engine degreaser can be used to both start a fire and put one out.
I don't know about the latter. I don't know about the latter, but it will definitely do the former. Hello, Storm. How you doing?
The bad horse himself joins us.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do things a little on the.
Sorry about the lateness.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Was dealing with.
I'm doing things a little on the inefficient side, but
that's okay. This zombie doesn't seem like. Zombie seems tardy to a lot of things.
That last bullet was wasted. He was down. All right, open or unlock that. We want to go down here, and we want to unlock this. No further use for this key. Yes, we are getting rid of it. Also, Ogawa, I also am a fan of Dead Space 2. I liked what they did. Dead Space 3 was fucking awful, but 2 I really enjoyed.
This kitchen does not seem like it meets FDA standards.
Yeah, no, I agree. Alright, we've got the shanking implement. Alright, we have looted it for all it's worth. The big thing was getting the small key.
Ooh, cutscene. What could it be now?
Them spoopies.
Yes. Okay, well, you're on the wrong side of the table, nerd. Get dunked on.
Get Looney Tune, nerd.
Crime Spectre ups on the job.
Okay, so this is Resident Evil 1 remake, or?
Yes, it is the remake of Resident Evil 1. Alright, now I have gotten rid of the first of the mansion keys. I no longer have need of it.
Exactly, Steel Griffin. Get juked, idiot.
Yup. A lot easier with the zombies than it is with some of the later enemies. Some of the later enemies get nimble.
And that's what the shotgun's for.
Yes. It is, in fact, precisely what the shotgun is for. You know, apply shotgun directly to forehead.
Now, is it slug or buckshot?
I presume buck. I'd have to
Okay.
look at one of the ammo cans, but I presume buck. All I know is that my usual method is to wait till the last second, aim up so that the barrel is against their chin, and then pull the trigger. It might be confirmation bias, I'm not sure, but it seems like it does a more regular, you know, cranial crunching. What am I doing? I don't need to put anything away. I need to go open doors. Yeah, Hungry Hungry Hobo, I started Dead Space 3. I found it a thoroughly unpleasant experience with none of the charm of the... or fun factor of the first two. And the writing was just painful, so... Hey, look, another flashbang.
Hey, a shotgun.
Yes.
Now, do you have to wait 3 seconds to pick this up?
No.
Oh.
The puzzle is slightly different in this one. And it's why I made the comment that I did when we were playing through You Will Die Here Tonight, is in You Will Die Here Tonight, when I saw the shotgun, I'm like, alright, where am I going to find the item that I put back on the rack to take the place of the shotgun? Because that is what you do with the shotgun in this. You find the shotgun. If you take it and leave, you get the squish. You get the big squish.
The big squish.
Yeah, that's where the Jill sandwich line comes from. You get the big squish.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I should go drop some bullshit off. I know I'm waffling and going backwards and forwards, but... Stock only 410 shotguns and only rat shot? Wow. Easy there, Satan.
You should buy
Okay.
the
For the
judge as well.
for the less gun educated, explain what is satanic about that to me.
Basically, he's talking about loading up your shotgun shells with basically stuff that's not going to do what you need it to do in a zombie apocalypse. Which is to say, you're not going to be splattering cranial cases with that shit.
And I think isn't 410 also a much smaller diameter, so it holds a lot less shot.
I believe so, yes. I am admittedly not the smartest in the field of gunology is not exactly my expertise. But
same. I am at best a passing acquaintance gunologist.
Precisely.
Sorry.
No, you first.
I think 410 is what that like shotgun revolver thing fires.
I believe you are correct. But yeah, it is insufficient for zombie dealing with.
Okay.
Great for rats.
I imagine for zombies you want something like a slug, right?
You want something that is going to turn the brain pan into pulp. Which, you know, buckshot will do that. It'll go in one end and it'll turn everything on the inside into ragu.
Jeez.
Alright, so
there's... look, the plant is dying. The tentacle monster is dying.
Let's help it. Which way will we turn the switch? To the red. And we're going to take the plant murder bag, and we're going to, you know, just kind of steep it like plant murder tea and send it to the horrible hentai monster.
Those are some noodly arms.
Indeed, indeed.
I feel like we should burn this place just to be safe.
Oh, agreed. This whole mansion needs to be fucking destroyed. Nuke the site for Morbid. It's the only way to be sure.
Yep. This place needs to praise Zorg.
Oh,
So I'm being prompted by a friend to do a recording for him of O Canada, and I've been given the option English or French. So I can learn another language for a song.
I'm not Canadian. I don't know. Nor am
If I do it
French.
in French, it'll be shitty. But maybe that's the point.
So apparently you two are quite a bit loud.
This is not
are we?
unusual.
Well, yeah, that's going to be on my end. Sound balancing.
Hmm.
Balancing the audio. Balancing the audio.
Oh
I mean,
my god.
It is their national anthem, so I might not be that might not be a song I meme with.
I mean, why not? If you can't
Somebody-
if you can't laugh at your own national anthem, then what can you laugh at?
Agawa is suggesting I do Mongolian throat singing for the...
Oh, Canada. Yeah, no. I can't fucking
Yeah.
do that shit for long.
I
also-
tried doing it a long time ago, and it you actually have to learn how to do it instead of other types of singing for the most part,
Nice.
because it reshapes your vocal cords.
Ah.
Like there are some talented people out there who manage to do both, but it's like for most of us, you're gonna have to choose one or the other.
I mean, it's like there's the one guy that I don't remember the term, but can sing in like ultra turbo bass.
Contrabass.
I think it's lower than that. But have you played any of the modern Doom releases, Storm?
I mean, not played, but I listen to the soundtracks for them a lot.
All right, Doom Eternal, the Hell Priest chant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't. That dude's voice is just like that. They didn't actually fuck with the voice much when they recorded and mixed it.
Yeah, I knew that was an actual person. Like, that guy has a voice. Yeah, no, it's rare to be able to get something like that doesn't sound pitch shifted.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, no, I learned about that, and then I looked him up, and yeah, the dude's got some fucking groovy-ass pipes. Alright, let's go in here and grab the loot out of this room right quick. Because there's, I think, ammo?
I don't know if a Zweihander would be good here. It's kind of cramped quarters for a sword that big.
It is. Oh, also, this is the cliche Resident Evil diary.
Yep. I believe.
Man, we have this thing that looks like a skinned gorilla with AK-47s for arms. I hope it doesn't break out.
Oh no, it broke out.
Oh no, it broke out. Oh no, now am itch. Hungy omnoms.
In reference to Agawa, Freddie Mercury, I believe, had a 4-octave range.
Hansi Kirsch also has a fucking prodigious vocal range.
He said, bringing up my favorite singer ever.
Yeah, no. Who was that, love? Avi from Pentatonics, another good example.
Yep.
But yeah, Hansi is a fucking legend for good reason.
Yep. There was a period of time where, just to help out newer power metal bands, he would just randomly appear as a guest vocalist.
Nice.
And so every now and then you would get the Hansi Kirsch sneak attack.
And stab. Oh, that's what's in this room. It's a fucking small key, so yeah, I definitely needed to come in here.
It was the key to it all.
Well,
Oh.
Oh, can you burn both?
okay, time to go. We are leaving. This room has been emptied. We are not coming back.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, no, like, admittedly, most of Blind Guardian's music, if it wasn't for his vocals, I'd be a lot less, super keen on them. Just because, like, not normally my genre, but the way he utilizes voiceover dubbing, oh, that thing's become a Crimson Head. Oh, fucking Christ.
Oh, the multi-tracking, I think, is the term you're looking for.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna trust the guy who actually knows what he's talking about.
So, for the audience's knowledge, Hansi will typically do 4 complete recordings of the song, and they will layer the voices together, and he'll basically be singing harmonies against himself.
And it is really cool what the end product sounds like when he does it.
Yeah. I think my personal favorite song of theirs that kind of demonstrates that is Ride Into Obsession.
He also...
And yes,
go on.
Yes, Erikar, you heard the word power metal.
He also utilizes that for the side project he did with some of the guys that make up Iced Earth, Demons and Wizards.
Yep.
And again, very, very nice work that he does there.
Come show me your banner, reveal me your sign. The Crimson King's eye, it's a mark, you're a minion of mine.
Is that the remade version of the song, or is that the original? Because I don't think that's how the original goes.
I'm going off of memory of a song I probably haven't listened to in a short bit.
Ah, fair enough, because that is one of my favorite songs by Demons and Wizards.
Yes. It was my first introduction to them. I think my favorite song by them was Beneath These Waves.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I know that Wicked Witch was the first thing that came on when I set my music to shuffle when I was leaving the state after Red and I got married. And that was a fucking kick in the dick like no other.
Ooh.
Because
that monster makes a groany voice.
It does. Because, it was then 14 months until we got to see each other again. So, that shit was frickin' dick punch and a half, that song at that particular moment in time.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. I am just using the mansion key in as many places as possible so I can get the fuck rid of it. Oh, hey! I left some bullets in the boom on the right. Nice. Ammo.
Speaking of, I'm super excited because they're touring in the US here, so this December I'll be going to see Blind Guardian and Sephirim and Seven Kingdoms performing together.
Neat. Okay, we're gonna swap that out for the busted boomstick. Gonna put that in there. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna pick up all of this shit, and we're gonna put most of it in the box. Also, we're gonna save, because we haven't done that in a while. Yeah, it just says 12 gauge shot shell, so presumably we're firing, like, double-aught buck or some bullshit.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Or sounds like.
Come on. Come on! Pick up the fucking stuff!
Nope. I don't know what you want me to do.
I want you to pick up the magic juice.
First aid spray.
Yep, full health recovery. Cool. Save successful. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna put this away. We're gonna put that away. We are going to make a run on the shotgun. And then once we have the shotgun, we're going to continue doing, you know, important plot-oriented shenanigans, etc., etc.
Rumor says he's going to go see Blind Guardian on November 30th.
Hell yeah!
Wunderbar.
I hear they put on a phenomenal show live.
I've seen them twice now in the past 18 years, and the second time they did the entirety of both Imaginations from the Other Side and Beyond the Red Mirror. So, like, they did a full 2.5-hour show.
Fuck yeah.
Not accounting for the opening bands. Which I think for that one was, Gravedigger. That was the other band. And then some locals.
Oh, god damn it. Hang on. I overshot. I didn't need to go this far. Fuck, I'm gonna get grabbed. No, I'm not. Fuck you, zombies! Get juked, nerds!
Oh no. It's like my students at the end of a semester. They haven't yet developed the tolerance.
Give me an A.
Nope, sorry, all I can do is a B.
Did I stutter?
Actually, yes, several times. But I'm not going to make fun of your handicap. That's your lab partner's job.
How do you do lab in music?
Well, in my case, it'd be workshop, because I'm teaching them sound engineering.
Oh, okay.
Alright. We'll take that for more savability. Alright, so yeah, this is the thing. You pick it up, ka-chunk. If I go into the room just outside this one, then the ceiling comes down and you go squish.
News.
But by putting the broken shotgun there, now the squish is prevented. Ah.
Oh.
And now you have a shotgun.
Now, if you're playing as Jill, the game is on easy mode because she gets Barry, you know. Oh, you fuck. Get off. No, no. No tongue on the first date.
Oh, I think he tongued you in the neck.
Just a bit.
All the tongue.
But, yeah, there's some aspects of the game that Jill just completely preempts. Like, she can grab the shotgun. You go into the room, the big squish starts to happen. You know, the ceiling's coming down. And if you proceed to try both doors, a cutscene happens where Barry Burton will take his fuck you cannon of a sidearm and proceed to blast the door open so that you don't get squished. So you can get the shotgun without having to get the broken shotgun. There's also at least one boss fight that she can entirely prevent.
So is Jill used for speedruns then?
Kinda. Alright, so...
Hey,
so
Cookie
Mama, yes, no tongue on the first date because that zombie was trying to get to Iden's tongue through his shoulder.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
It wasn't dissuading the zombie at all.
No, they're very stubborn.
It seemed determined.
That's okay. A little bit of green herb and... you know, Crime Spectre Up is back in business.
Yes.
Just a
So
little
I
bit
just-
of green herb.
I just had the dumbest image in my head of of a scene. Dad, why can't I kiss her on the first date? You expect, of course, the usual moralist answer, but it's something like, because you both need to acclimate to each other's immune systems or something like that.
Yeah,
Just give your kid excuses like that.
Also, they're Quarians.
I mean,
Possibly.
There's some virtue in that, because that's how I got mono.
Haha. Objective morality.
Utilitarian ethics. Alright, we're gonna take the red herb, and then I was right, I do need to go back and get the tiny key. It is a key, and it is very tiny. Yes.
It is. The evil council. They are aliens.
They're French.
And they are French.
Stinky pits and all, baby.
Sacre bleu.
Oh, man. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yes. I think it was actually one of the first nights I was in the auxiliary, which is how I got into this community, all said and done. And I came in, and Techie was showing it to people.
There's a list of movies I need to introduce Lichter to that is gonna happen.
Parentheses, almost all of them.
Yeah. We were talking about the 13th Warrior and discussing tabletop
Oh,
RPGs,
such a good
and I'm
movie!
like, he hasn't seen it. So I'm gonna have to fix that.
Yes, I'll fix it with you. I love that movie.
No, Eric, we're not introducing him to frogs. Jesus, that movie was bad.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
It's a movie called Frogs, and it is bad.
I got that from the context clues.
Martin Trackhard?
Yep.
What a name.
So, yeah, that's the man who took the 45 caliber aspirin rather than become Zombo. Yeah, it's not even a B movie, like Eric is pointing out. It's a G-rated movie. It's bad.
So, like, not even so bad it's good, it's bad. It's a failure of a movie.
It is bad, but not unwatchable. It's Mystery Science Theater bait.
Okay, so it does fit into the something can be salvaged from this territory.
Yes. It's a riveting film. Mr. Tomzak, please. Oh yeah, it's also G, like the PG-13. For a fucking movie about how this family is getting karmically murdered off by the local wildlife, yeah, it is actually not even PG.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, back when we had her as a roommate. Oh no! The bee came to life! We'll take the wind crest, because that lets me get the tree 57.
The Bee of Evil?
Yes.
But bees are supposed...
Yeah, Lillian, when she was still our roommate, introduced us to some very interesting bad movies. Very interesting. And, yeah. And then I discovered when we had Squick by at one point recently that he is also a aficionado of bad movies.
Oh,
so,
yes.
naturally, the two need to be put in contact, which I, arranged.
Of course, we could always watch Deathbed, the bed that eats people.
That's like the Killer Couch movie. I don't remember what it's called, but...
There was a really funny rant somebody went on one occasion about Deathbed, the bed that eats people, which it hit me in a way that, unfortunately, I think many artists begin to understand at some point, which is, when you're working with your art, you're going to be self-critical.
Yes.
Or you should be self-critical. But you're also going to be, and you need to learn to control it as well. And there are always two options. There's either you don't listen to your self-criticism enough, or you listen to it too much. And the problem with Deathbed, the Bed That Eats People, is either this guy had no self-criticism and just decided this was the best thing ever, or, and this is the worst for one from me, he had them and he worked through them to make Deathbed the bed that eats people.
All right, so we need to sweep through this upstairs area to grab the loot that we're after.
Yeah. 2037, no, we of the WBPL do not endorse the watching of the movie Caligula.
No, we do not. That was one of the ones. I was not present for that particular movie night, but it was a movie where everybody tapped the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's fucking Caligula.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't seen it. I have been informed of what went into the making of it. And, yeah. Just, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was a bird just kamikazed the window at the front of the house.
Yeah. Well, 2037, you have to remember that, wait, no, that's not 2037. Who said that? Somebody said it. Somebody brought up Uwe Boll, but oh yeah, no, it was 2037. Uwe Boll, though, however, does have enough self-awareness to write off his failures as tax exemptions. So, like, I feel like there is more going on there than just an incompetent filmmaker. I think he's basically the real-life example of the producer's scheme.
Alright, one moment.
Did that knight just shimmy its butt?
Yes, it did.
Be right back.
Attention, Bajoran twerkers.
Apparently, the kamikaze bird needs attention. And yeah, I tend to limit my bad movie watching to bad kung fu flicks.
Alright, sorry about that. Was assisting in identifying if the bird was still there.
Yes.
Because, yeah,
and
a sudden thump, and we're like, what the fuck was that? Goddamn Robin just tried to Alfred Hitchcock right to where Lady Red's head was and bounced off the window.
That's no good.
Well, the bird ain't there, so apparently it's fine. Also,
Yeah, they made bounce right back.
To answer your earlier question, yes, the knight did shimmy.
No sign of it.
Shibbity dibbity doo.
Puzzle solved.
Puzzle part 1 solved. Ah, fuck. There we go. Oh wait, no, I pushed the wrong ones. Fuck. There we go, there's death mask number 2. So we got 2 of the death masks. Now let's go drop this shit off in the frickin' item box.
Cookie tells us, Storm, attention Bajoran workers, I have swallowed a whole bag of Scrabble tiles. The next trip to the refresher could spell disaster.
Oof. Right through
Oh,
the eyeball.
God
And
damn
he's
it.
still walking.
Well, we're out of shanks, so next one of you assholes gets the fucking kaboom. Also, god damn it, Scrabble tiles.
No, Scrabble tiles.
The Bajoran workers bit. That's what. You know what you
okay.
did. You know what you did.
I did nothing.
A
He
likely,
merely facilitated the facilitation
a
of
likely
facilities.
story.
I mean, it's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
It's my story, and I want it now.
1-800 MechWorks?
Call Scobell MechWorks 877 Mechs now.
Yeah.
When the clans shoot up at your land, you need mechs now.
Dun, da, da.
Am I
Oh,
doing
God
Crimson
damn it.
Skies?
All right, well,
Oof.
here he goes. Wait for it.
No, it seems to still be there.
Wait for it.
Where's the caboose?
There it is.
Glorious.
Get fucked, nerd.
Am I doing Crimson Skies anytime soon? I don't have my old Xbox. Actually, I never had Crimson Skies on Xbox. That's my friend that had it.
Fuck, now we've got this part to do.
You. Chris Redfield, Alpha Team. We're here to rescue you.
And who's gonna rescue you?
Richard, what the hell happened to you? Chris, this place. Get your team out of here. Demons everywhere.
Don't talk. He seems to have been bitten by
Also,
a poisonous snake.
I've got one
But
for
the
you,
size of the
Ninja.
bite mark is
Mr.
huge.
Turtle Man.
What's that?
It's
Have you ever heard
not
of
just
Ultimate
any
Chicken
ordinary
Horse?
snake.
No.
Take my word
It's a
for
party
it.
game.
He needs
Uh,
serum.
Okay.
Competitive,
Left it in
cooperative,
another room.
silly platformer party
go
game.
get it.
It's a great time.
Please hurry.
They're
Hold on.
making another
I'll be
game
back.
that's a racing game in similar party vein.
Is that the game where you make the track as you race on it?
I think so. Pip, back off, dude.
Okay. Because I've seen that one, and it looks like hella fun.
Well, the one I'm talking about isn't out yet.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I haven't seen this one. I should probably check that out.
Yeah, I mean, post-stream, I'll try and throw details your way.
Wait, Crimson Skies High Road to Revenge. Am I thinking of the wrong Crimson Skies?
Hello,
Crimson Skies.
hello, Pip. Why are you licking my belly button?
Okay, yeah,
God
it is the
damn
Xbox game.
I thought he was on the other side. Don't have time to fuck around with you. Did not want to waste that flashbang, but here we are.
Hey, look, you finally made it around the...
Oh! Ho, ho, ho!
Nice.
I like the crunchy sound.
Listen,
I like it when the red water comes out.
I think at this point we've shown that the Papega mod for Need for Speed Most Wanted is the racing game of all time.
Ultimate Sheep
And-
Raccoon. That's the game. Thank you.
So good that it's not on Twitch anymore, and it's definitely not on YouTube anymore. And I've been asked not to play it again.
Was that the one that got like copyright struck?
Oh yeah.
What did it get
Even
copyright
though-
struck for?
So all the music in it is a remix. It's all remix. It's all fair use. Because it's clearly parody. Except, like, we'd have to go through Twitch and then YouTube and all their copyright music bullshit, and it's just not worth it.
Well, and
So
the unfortunate reality is that fair use as a doctrine and fair use as a law aren't exactly the same thing.
This is true.
and companies will apply accordingly because they are terrified.
So, funny enough, fair use is something that I have been slowly becoming more cognizant of what is and isn't.
Yep.
While we were on the drive here, we stopped at a hotel, and for background noise, when we're staying at a hotel, Lady Red usually has HGTV on. Because it's usually reasonably wholesome, and we can just sit and have some easy watching while we unwind from the road. One of the shows comes on, and I'm like, I know I know this
I'm gonna
song.
give you a shot now, Richard.
It's one of the
Hang
fucking
in there.
tracks from that I know from the Warno soundtrack.
Here. Take
Yeah.
it.
I'm like,
It's a
fuck.
radio.
I guess Warno has some freaking
Carry
fair
yourself.
use.
Licensed.
Yeah, some fair use or
Richard.
licensed music.
Yeah.
Some royalty-free
He's okay.
shit, or it got
He's just
licensed, or what have
unconscious.
you.
Rebecca,
but I'm like, holy
It's
fuck!
not safe here.
I'm used
Let's
to hearing
get Richard to a
commies
safer
scream and
place.
die to this,
Right.
Yep.
not somebody flip a house. I'm used to flipping a house with
Richard's
artillery.
doing well, Chris. He should
Yep.
recover soon.
Good.
Well, it's one of those things where, like,
Richard needs you now.
one of my favorite little things to do in, like,
As soon as
cinematic
Richard
music
gets
and so
better,
forth is to...
We'll come after you.
Rebecca, you okay with the gun?
sorry, I realized I shouldn't be
Yes.
interrupting plot
All right.
here.
No, it's all
I'm going
good.
to continue my
Okay.
investigation.
You're not
is
continuing your
to-
investigation. You're continuing your crime investigation. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. But that one of my favorite things is to apply songs where they are inappropriate.
Yes.
So like, you would, if you wanted to start out, say, a Fallout movie, you'd have, something really pleasant playing while it's showing, like, people out surviving and, like, killing and so forth, because the whole thing feels inappropriate that way, the juxtaposition of it all.
Yeah.
Or like you have the sudden slow motion scene where you see a whole army getting gunned down and it starts playing What a Wonderful World.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Yes. Prime example.
And Brewster Buffalo, yeah, exactly. Listening to the sounds of Motostrelki dying horribly and painfully to that music is what I expect. Not, excited families and plywood and sheetrock being put up.
Yes.
Also,
Well,
so Mr. Redfield here just asked the medic, "Hey, are you okay with a gun?" And she was like, "Yes." And he just left. Not here, or here's some ammunition. Just, okay, I just wanted to know. Bye.
Presumably, she she took the gun off of Richard. Also, another
Yeah.
thing that makes Jill mode easier. If you rescue Richard, and then you go fight the giant snake, which happens very shortly after, and we're just gonna rope-a-dope that zombie. Yeah. So, Richard busts in, gets eaten by the snake, and drops the assault shotgun. You don't get that until much later as Chris. And yeah, the assault shotgun is instead of the pump action 870, it's like Benelli M3 or something like that, I think. But yeah, it holds more shells and is generally better.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, man. Oh, thank
Awesome.
God, there's a flashbang. Now,
Yay, flashbang grenade.
Yes.
But yeah, like, just because this is a thing that, like, throws me off all the time. My forever word of warning to people: really, really fucking look into it before calling something fair use.
Well, in this case, the all the music is available on YouTube. Like,
All right.
not in a, like, haha, here's some underground channels. No, it's like, here's big YouTube channels with the entire OST.
Alright, so, Pip is losing his shit because the oven beeped.
How dare the oven beep?
I know. Hey, handgun bullet. Handgun
No, no,
bullet.
Steel Griffin. We're not saying do your own research. We're saying if you are going to get into legal shenanigans surrounding fair use, get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strong
Yeah.
recommend on that front.
And part of it, what a lot of people don't realize, is that fair use requires metrics and definitions that have to be met, and you
God
have to
damn it.
determine in court whether those have been met or not.
I did not want to use that there.
And people will have differing definitions even from case to case as to what that metric is.
Well, I mean, first it's got to get into court, which is already a shit ton of cash, money, inconvenience, and time. So,
yeah, there's also the relative aspects.
So, I didn't want to use that grenade, but I guess it's better than, losing a couple pints of blood or something.
Yeah, we're here now.
We are.
With your virgin tongue that no zombie has been able to get to.
Indeed. Indeed.
To quote Techie of the Black Pants Legion, there are words being said.
And Hippocampus, what kind of spoilers are you talking about? Because if it's for Resident Evil, that I will defer to my co-hosts on the base of I've played through this game a lot and am basically cruise controlling on memory at this juncture. Whereas,
I think I'm the only one who hasn't seen this game, and that's fine.
I've seen chunks of it.
Old enough.
Yeah, I've seen chunks of it. I've not played through it.
all right.
And again, Ramshackle, questions about legality, talk to a lawyer. None of us on stream are lawyers.
Yeah. And even if we were, we're not really able to provide legal advice on a Twitch stream.
Yeah.
So.
The only reason I harp on that is, as a sound engineer who records people for a living, I've seen bullshit around that effect. So, that's why it becomes a sticking point for me, where whenever somebody brings up fair use, I'm like, be fucking careful!
Yeah. Alright, so what I need to do... What I need right now...
Assault shotgun. The holy hand grenade of Antioch.
God, that would be so nice to have.
My brain is going back to early, dojo. Because Diggs is playing this game called, what's this called again? Stone's Hard, or Stone Shard.
Stone's Hard.
There you go. Yeah, I know English. I can English good. But yeah, Stone Shard, and he got 2 items, and he just sent me the picture, one next to another, is a marble bear and a bronze horse. So it's us. But then I'm just thinking back to 18 bronze horses, 18 bronze ninjas, 18 bronze...
No, it was 18 bronze hands. We had double horse.
Well, no, what I mean is that
bronze hands.
After we watched that, Neff and I started changing everyone's name to 18 bronze this, 18 bronze that.
Oh, right. Yes.
This was very early dojo days.
Yes, because I remember that was also when, it was either Diggs or Exemplus that came in and was like, stop.
It was Diggs.
Just stop.
So I now
you need to stop changing everyone's names.
I now have Moonlight Sonata.
I got scolded for that. There was another funny moment where as soon as the stream was done, this was early in the Legion for me, but I had been messing around in the auxiliary.
Rebecca.
Diggs just bursts into the chat room I'm in. Stormsong, I gotta kill you! And I'm like, what did I do? And he sends me a picture, and I had changed, maybe 10 people's names, but then 20 other people had changed their names in concurrence, so there were 30 Storm songs in the auxiliary. And of course, the danger there is that it'll mistake it for Discord could mistake that for a bot.
Yeah. Also, she is damn good at a piano.
Indeed. Until you hit that.
Oh, what was that?
My interpretation is off a little. Let me practice for a while.
Sure. But don't get too carried away.
Oh, I won't.
Yes, life or death situation. I'm gonna just play the piano for a while.
Yeah, I don't remember how long you have to leave her to it, but you need her to play Moonlight Sonata for a hidden door to open so that you can do a thing.
Yep. It's that old Johnny Quest style logic.
Yep.
Or the Sierra Games logic.
Yeah.
Water is in fact hard if you hit it fast enough. This is correct.
Yeah, no, factually accurate statement. All right,
Or if
come
you
on.
put
When are you
racing
getting
in.
up? There it is. Running.
Oh, he got up fast.
Oh yeah, he's pissed. He is super turbo upset. Angie mode.
The blue gemstone. That's a rather large gemstone.
I mean, yes.
That's the size of that's almost the size of that gun.
That's a big gemstone.
That's a big gemstone.
That's a big rock. God damn it.
You know, Hippocampus, you're probably right. It is probably
Ah!
zoomed in.
Oh god.
Actual jump scare. It is probably zoomed in, but you know, I'm gonna pretend it's not and just say that's a damn big gemstone.
Nope.
Yeah, it's the boulder that is gonna crush Redfield here.
That is a
In his
rock!
pocket.
Rock!
I wanna rock. All right, the tiger with blue and yellow eyes.
Is that a boss in Final Fantasy 14?
I don't know.
I mean, it could be.
I don't play MMOs, man. I don't know.
Same. I tried Final Fantasy 14 for a bit, but like, even if I could get into MMOs more readily, and it's just the format of them doesn't always gel with me, I just hated that my friends were never on. So like, I was
Yeah,
playing
that's
an
fair.
MMO alone, and that seems pointless to me.
Yeah, there's
If
that. That's definitely part of it.
14 and Star Wars: The Old Republic are probably two. They're weird places because like they're story driven, and you can play them solo. It's not just like World of Warcraft where you're handicapped playing solo.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I tried
can play the entire thing solo.
I tried
and you
World of
don't.
Warcraft for a bit, and it seemed
Uh-oh.
like the
No,
plot
no,
was
no, no,
broken
no,
at some
no, no,
point.
no, 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 no. I don't have the
Sorry.
shotgun on me, and he is so very upset.
You're very upset.
I got shotgun shells.
Iden, are you hearing Ninja fine?
I'm hearing Ninja just fine.
Okay, sorry, Ninja. You kind of cut in and out for me for a second there.
That's weird.
Oh,
But yeah,
you sound fine now. So
He is indeed eating the upsetty spaghetti.
but as far as like video game stories go, I think Final Fantasy 14 has one of the best so far.
okay.
Well, okay, until about 4 years ago. After that, the story seems to have fallen off a cliff. But up to that point, it's like even including Mass Effect and Baldur's Gate and you know all the great storytelling games. I think Final Fantasy 14 has one of the best.
Yes.
All right, come on.
You're getting your
come on,
shotgun?
Rebecca. No, I'm waiting for her to finish fucking dicking off on the piano and open the goddamn door. All right, how long does it take?
So she's practicing, and you're just gonna loom over her shoulder, like, "Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
pretty
Rebecca.
much.
Hey, Hey, Rebecca. Are you ready yet?
Alright. Dooba 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 dooba. Alright, well, we'll brave Crimson Head hallway then. I'm not going and grabbing the shotgun because I still want to have a little bit of inventory space for the shit that I'm doing.
Oh, she needs more time.
Apparently. Oh, kitty sprinkle. Ah, no! Not my meat! I'm using that!
He's nomming your meat.
I'm using that meat!
Keeps whacking and hacking and slashing, whacking and hacking and chopping that meat.
No, Whacker was here earlier, but he hasn't been assassinus.
Yeah.
Perhaps he's just tired.
Correct,
Yeah.
Hippocampus. It is the bad touch. I don't know if zombies really qualify as mammal, though.
I mean, in that they may have been made from a mammal.
I mean, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that by the time they become Zombo, they are no longer technically classified in the mammal portion of the animal kingdom.
Yeah,
Well, because most versions of zombie are either a bacteria, a demon, or as fungus, so...
Well, I'm just gonna say, knowing where chat has gone before with biology questions, this may very well be a dog we want to let sleep.
Chris!
Probably.
Chris!
There
I think
we
I got
go.
it.
Yeah.
Alright, you fucking nerd. Play the goddamn music so I can get on with my life. Yeah, Normetcha, that's what I saw as well. I did a quick Google. Well, I'm pretty sure, Eric, that zombie overrides none, but
Practice
maybe
makes
we should
perfect.
let this sleeping dog lie. Like, let's not go down this road, sir.
Yeah, we don't want to get back into nun milk and other things.
You know, I should have known that being like, hey, baby, we should let the sleeping dog lie means everyone starts poking it with a stick.
Yes.
Now you understand the ways of Twitch, my good friend.
And if we were going to be worried about, you know, nun milk adjacent things, then what we would be doing... Ah, yeah, Trevor's diary. I made the spooky death mansion because the man told me I was going to make a spooky death mansion and it was cool and I'd get paid. Oh no, I've been betrayed and I'm going to fucking die and my family's going to die because the man who wanted the spooky death mansion's a fucking maniac. Unfucking surprising.
In
Indeed.
1967.
Yes. Like, oh no, the guy who commissioned a fucking murder mansion is actually a deranged, unhinged loon. Fucking say it ain't so!
Arachnash says, zombies are people who have passed their used-by dates.
Correct. But yeah, if we were gonna do more nun milk oriented shenanigans, I'd be playing Battle of Olympus again, which would have been a choice. But, you know,
That would have been a choice to subject chat to, like...
Oh god, get off of my meat! I'm using that! You cannot have it! But yes.
To another 4 hours of
Downs
The
hero
same,
guy
like-
getting bonked by birds.
maybe 10 screens.
Well, I mean,
Maybe 10 screens.
I discovered that there was useful shit that would have made that process easier that I had bypassed unwittingly, so...
Okay.
Alright.
So 11 screens.
Yeah. Alright, so long hand through head, short hand through body.
Hopefully this praying mantis gorilla hybrid that we gave miniguns to doesn't escape, especially since B.S. Johnson's been poking it with a stick for the last 69 hours. Oh, it escaped. Brewster Buffalo says, high rate of getting Cask of Amontillado. Good reference.
Yeah, fucking... Like, what's his name, Trevor, is not what you would call a clever man. He was a smart man, but he was not a clever man. Yeah, Spooky Death Mansion Builder does seem like a poor career path. Alright, we now have another mansion key.
Excellent.
And it is the shield key. That key will let us go meet Yawn the Snake to get one of the fucking death masks. In order to deal with Yawn the Snake, we are going to want the boomstick. Also, health-oriented materials.
Yeah, probably. Especially after the multiple noms.
Yeah, I need to go heal anyway. Though if I recall correctly, I might be mistaken on this, but if I recall correctly, you don't actually have to fight him. At least not in this encounter. You can just go, nah, and then keep on going.
It seems like being more economical on your limited inventory of items.
It is. It also is more economical on my, I don't want to waste shotgun shells in a boss fight. I don't have to.
Yep.
Because this game, I find I usually manage to avoid the usual problem I have of feast famine by being a bit more careful with the shotgun early, so that once I get to the late game, we're just bebopping our way up and down the fucking building, duck hunting goddamn everything, and having a whale of a time doing it. Okay, I need the hat key. Noted. It is noted.
The Denmark key.
The Denmark... Yeah, that works. Also, Archimedes' death ray to deal with the birds. I mean, I remember in college when I first started
This room is
playing...
equipped with all sorts of medical supplies.
I don't care about the medical supplies. Shut the fuck up, lady.
Want me to treat your wounds?
Oh, that sounds like such an innuendo the way she just said that.
No, I'm okay. But if something should happen to me, I'm counting on you.
No problem. But we're very short on medical supplies, so take care of yourself.
But yeah, Resident Evil 2, the hallway second floor of the police station where you get attacked by birds. One of my buddies was watching me play. He's like, yeah, I hate this room. The best thing you can do is just run through it. And I just whip out the knife. I'm like, okay, one bird down. 2 birds down. 3 birds down. And his jaw is progressively getting lower and lower as he watches the fucking birds get plucked out of the sky by a fucking loon with a knife. This is after, about 20 minutes after we had the conversation of how useless the knife was in the game, and it was better off just getting rid of it at the first opportunity. I'm like, nah. I'ma use it. I'ma use it.
They burst and know it, but they had entered the Knife Fight City cinematic universe.
Knife Fight City!
And hey, Opgear has also made a dumb decision. But we welcome this dumb decision.
Indeed.
Wunderbar.
Alright. We have the shotgun. Anka, why are you standing on your grandmother's tablet?
I'll be right back.
Oh. Kai is shoveling food down his festering food portal before he joins us. Good lad.
Festering food portal.
Yeah.
These are words.
His pestilent pie portal.
Pestilent pie portal.
Yeah. Hello,
These
Anka.
are also words.
Hello, Anka. Oh, little girl. Hi. Hello. Ow, your claws feel bad on belly meat? Please stop.
No.
Pie portal's act.
So he's eating a pie.
Oh.
Although
I have no idea what he's eating.
pie means different things in different places, so who knows what he's actually eating.
I mean, he's Australian, so it is, as far as I'm aware, inclined towards the British take on pie.
So it could be anything as long as it's wrapped in
Indeed.
a pie crust.
Locked from the other side. Damn you. Oh, you piece of shit.
Nom.
Bad Zombo. Food for the meat compost portal. I would say more the meat compost compartment. Alright, I have the one with no eyes and the one with no anything. So this guy has holes where everything is, so... God, it's squishy.
It's squibbling.
Hole where the eyes should be. Excellent.
Oh, now it's leaking.
Ugh. Whatever's in there is juicy.
It's a lot of fluid that's leaking, and I mean it's gonna be leaking for a while.
God damn it.
Nom.
Yep. Okay, maybe now I'll go and get the innuendo lady with the piano to treat his wounds. Oh, hey, we have a Claymore Badger. What's up?
Hello, Claymore.
Yes, we did fight a bleeding, a hemorrhaging coffin in Silent Hill. That was a thing that we did. It was not a great thing, but it is a thing.
No, it. I distinctly remember it growing legs.
Yes.
Many of them.
Yes. Legs, comma, several.
Legs, comma, too many.
Yes. Also, we are now about at the 2-hour mark. So yeah, if I had been trying to speedrun this for the 2-hour completion for the S rank, then we have very thoroughly failed.
Aww.
But we're not trying to do that, so it's okay.
Yay.
Alright.
The zombie wanted long bacon.
He did.
Several hours.
So I have to give the credit
you
where credit
okay?
is due. Claymore
Want me
Badger
to
is in
treat your
fact the
wounds?
one who introduced me to the concept
Yeah,
of
would
the
you?
phrase festering food portal. Ah, she massaged my wrist. I feel better now.
Thanks.
She checked you for tennis elbow.
Somebody sure knows how to
And,
get a deal. Most of the medical supplies here are from Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Don't you know? They're only the biggest taxpayers around here. They make most of these medicines right here. Homegrown in Raccoon City. But there's not much
What?
left, so take care of yourself.
Suspicious exposition.
Umbrella Corp. They sound fine.
Umbilical Corp? What?
I mean, I'm sure someone in there did some experimenting with that.
Probably. Yeah, Brewster, you're not wrong. Chris's expression is one of mild concern.
It's the
Oh, excuse me.
I have drank the water from a foreign land and not the bottled variety.
Okay, so we now are going to hit pause real quick so I can do a quick bio break. Take 5, everybody. If you need to go take a leak, grab a drink, grab some chow, whatever. Grab a snack.
Alrighty.
Alright, I return. I return-ish. With fresh hydration, libation, etc., etc. Silicon Soul's got the right of it.
This do help things.
Yes. Because,
How
behold,
we-
I don't know if the pull tab was audible there, but...
No, it wasn't on this end. May have come through on stream.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
that's fine.
Fair enough. How you doing, Kai?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Just a fair bit of time to wind down after I finished work.
Reasonable.
Yes, it is now weekend. This are good.
Oh, man.
You doing alright for the most part?
I am indeed.
Wunderbar.
It is, so far, not bad. Not bad. As comfortable as living in a tiny cottage with 3 dogs can be, but they've been having a great time. I don't know if you caught the tags or the heads up earlier, but Pip is Mighty Hunter. He caught a mouse.
Oh, yes.
Good. While the girls were chasing the tennis ball, he was rummaging through the bushes and he found a tiny little mouse. He then proceeded to start flinging it around like a toy. Scared the ever-living hell out of the goddamn thing, like terrified the shit out of this poor little mouse, but was alarmingly gentle because it was uninjured, just, you know, mentally traumatized.
I return, and there's a Kai.
It was also the
Hey,
hardest
right.
I've ever had to fight to pry his jaw open to get him to let something go.
And it was still unhurt? Holy hell.
Yeah, like, he didn't want to let it go, but he wasn't crunching on it. All 4 limbs of the mouse seemed to be functioning after it got over its shock and proceeded to nope the fuck out.
Huh. Oh, good job, boy.
But yeah, he is Mighty Hunter. He found thing.
Indeed.
I'm glad his girlfriend isn't the one who found it, because she would have just gone straight to the murder.
Yeah. Yeah, there wouldn't have been a mouse left. There would have been fur and blood.
Yes. Yes, there would have
Fur
been.
and Blood sounds like a very weird documentary on, like, illegal practices at certain conventions.
You're not wrong.
It's not wrong.
All right.
He was Mighty Hunter. All I can see is his
All Lady Red can currently see is his snoot on that little low table of hers, peering at her from under the monitor.
Oh,
Adorable and acceptable.
She has a chip buddy right now, and the pups wish for it.
no. Potato
Alright.
not for them. Potato for Red.
Indeed. Alright, so you've missed so far, Kai, mostly just futzing about in the mansion. The first couple Crimson Heads have been encountered, which has been, you know, swell.
Of course. Of course. Though
No,
you seem to be
shoulder-
making a habit of going into strange mansions and fighting monstrous things. Why do you do this?
Well, I mean, this is the Wish.com knockoff of the one and only Crimevestigator Lieutenant Downs.
Our
Yeah,
spirit animal.
This is true. It's true.
Additionally,
I miss when we had Downs, yeah.
I believe this is Chris's job, isn't it? He is actually paid for this.
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get over I miss when we had Downs. One of those statements that, without context, is just magical.
It really is.
Yeah, it's buckshot. That's what we're using.
Yep.
Quick, somebody quote
Sensible.
that, says Eric.
I think it's been quoted in the past.
Yeah, I think it's already been quoted.
It's
What?
just too
I
good a
miss
one
when
to
we had
not.
Downs.
Yeah. It's just too good a one to not repeat.
I mean, we've had a couple quotes like that recently. Downs is our spirit animal is still one of my favorites.
It's not wrong.
Hey!
It's very, very apt. Oh, more. Nice.
More Alakablam stick ammo.
Oh, you kind of need it for that.
Hey, look!
It's not a
Straight from
magic
Australia.
You know, that is a really strangely short snake.
It is. Like,
It's extremely short.
we had that conversation last week when I was doing the Ness shenanigans at the Snack-tailed Harlot.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we did. Like,
I got the thing.
why is
I
this
don't
also? But why is this also becoming a habit? Why?
I don't know.
These are two things in very quick succession. And what?
Yo, Brewster, Iden booped the snoot and then left.
Yes.
Yes. It's a fat noodle, says Nirmatea.
Yeah, I had no, and I repeat, no desire. There was a body right there. It isn't
Was.
there anymore.
Was.
It must have been the wind.
Indeed. Yet that is a chode of a snake. That accurate.
I'ma get you. Oh, he left.
I mean, graphical limitations is one possible excuse, I suppose. Oh, look! The zombie decided he wanted to follow me.
Yeah.
Joke's on him. I don't fucking care. Okay,
Come
look,
back
dude.
here, you little shit.
Bully snake, I misread that as giant baboon viper. And admittedly,
Why are you going into clan talk? Why?
Clan baboon viper.
Yeah, I could see it.
It's the same problem I ran into with the Mega Man games.
Yes.
Flame Mammoth, Chill Penguin,
Yes.
Clan Storm Eagle.
Gravity beetle.
Yep.
I do like that one though. Gravity Beetle's nice.
Gravity beetle is actually pretty rad.
Clan Toxic Seahorse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that anybody who is a fan of both Mega Man X and BattleTech is going to have the issue of, is this a clan or is this a Mega Man boss?
A Maverick.
Yeah.
Actually, Clan Toxic Seahorse just handle all of the clan's like social media accounts.
Yep.
Isn't that Snow Raven?
Close enough.
Yeah, because Snow Raven sounds like it could very plausibly be. Because, I mean, you've got Chill Penguin. You also have Blizzard Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds very unpleasant though.
I
That's
mean,
very unpleasant.
he was a bit of a dickhead of a boss fight, it must be said.
Buffalo
if
and the
you-
Blizzard?
Yep. If you go with, like a laser-themed clan with really bright colors, then you could have Clan Neon Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also known as Clan Holy Diver.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fuck! I
you
overused
need to
that
run
door. I have to go all the way around.
Oh.
God damn it. I might actually have to go through doggo jump scare territory.
Clan
Why
Boomer
did-
Kawanger.
Yeah, I
Why
gotta...
did he have the Mongo hands to break door handles? Why?
Because Chris is a fucking mongoloid.
Apparently.
Is he though? Is he though?
I mean,
Because at
look,
no
dude,
point does he ever think to like just break the door down. Just
well,
kick
yeah,
it.
this is before he gets the turbo-roids and realizes that he can
all
just
the things.
boulder punch his way through life's problems.
Yeah,
Like-
when he realizes the teachings of Chuck Norris is when things go really off the rails.
Because here, have you seen? I know, Kai, that you weren't interested in joining me in a co-op run of Resident Evil 5.
No, but I have seen it.
You
I have seen it. Though.
Okay.
Yes.
What about you, Turts?
I have not seen it, and yeah, I'm down for some dumb shit.
So, we're talking a boulder the size of a fucking Volkswagen van, damn near. And Chris not only starts trying to push it over, but when he cannot make it move, he then proceeds to start just fist fighting the boulder to knock it over.
I mean, this is completely normal reaction.
Well, and
completely normal actions.
isn't Latter Day Chris often like super roided out?
Oh yeah, he is absolutely
Yeah.
on some manner.
Yeah,
Oh, god damn it.
he's drug
No.
parts of the eyeballs for sure.
Oh, hey, look, they're waiting for you.
Oh god. Oh god, those are my bits. I'm using those bits.
I think
For the
they're
moment.
taking them now.
Chris is a bioweapon himself. Yeah, he fucking
maybe-
is.
Maybe that's his defense mechanism. He's gonna make his blood so toxic. When the zombos bite him, they die.
That sounds kind of like that kind of sounds like the objective of the Taco Bell challenge.
You're not wrong. Okay, so I need, let's see, green hat, purple necklace, and orange bracelet.
Indeed.
So Golden Corral, Brewster, it depends on which Golden Corral, so we're just going to assume for the average. The food's not bad, it's not great, it's mediocre, and there's a lot of it. It's, so, you're paying for mediocre quality, but lots of quantity.
Oh yeah.
So, like, yeah. Now, if you get, say, a bad Golden Corral, then yes, the food is absolutely bad.
Yeah, that's where you get food poisoning. Oh, well, pure white, so we're going to go around and we're going to turn the other thing off, because if I do this wrong, then the birds decide Hitchcock was absolutely right, and then bad things happen. There we go.
Okay, orange.
Okay, cool. And then this
There you
is
go.
the fourth and final death mask. Yeah, boy, howdy. We're gonna go deal with whatever's in that fucking coffin. And this is why I've had the old key on me this whole time. Why he couldn't reach through those bars to use the old key from the other side, I don't fucking know.
Listen, you can either be a himbo.
Also, the two zombos aren't here anymore. So I'm just gonna grab
Have
the
they
shotgun
become
shell.
one?
We have become one! Nah, they just, I think, despawn once you've got all 4 death masks. Because they don't want you getting got on the way to what is kind of a light boss fight.
One either dies a himbo or lives long enough to see themselves become a YouTube life coach.
Oh, I hate that.
I was gonna say, you can be a himbo or a weakling. You can't be both. Oh no, it fell down.
It did.
That door is going to open. There'd be a thing in there that's still bleeding, and is now just angry.
Alright, so now, this is the mandatory Crimson Head encounter.
Yeah. Slash.
Yes, because their fingers become talons.
Mm-hmm. No, that didn't take as many shots as anticipated.
That's because I'm using the shotgun, and that's still far more shots than anything should take in this game. Let's be fucking honest with ourselves.
It did.
Well, yes.
What was that 4 shots it took?
Yes. Whereas a normal zombie takes, like, 2. Assuming you don't just, you know, blast their head off.
Take the stone and metal object.
Yep. Stone and
Okay.
metal object. If
That's
I...
very nebulous.
That's weird. I wonder why it's got the. It's got that shape to it.
Yeah, why's it got the shape and the crest on it?
one can only wonder. It's a mystery, yes.
Very mysterious.
They're really into branding.
Like druids. Very mysterious.
An octagon emblem with alternating red and white stripes.
So, Hippocampus, you say it's only a Crimson Head. On a first-time playthrough, when your first encounter with a Crimson Head is probably before you found the shotgun, and you realize that they are fucking irate, they are durable, and they are out for your tasty booty meat, it is very much a case of, oh, sweet living fuck, oh fuck. Why am I now locked in a cage match with a fucking Crimson Head?
Well, yes.
Hell in a cell with a Crimson Head is not a good time.
It's not. But, I mean, I think we're all kind of used to being, like, big scary thing, and...
Shit!
Oh, well, that's a dog. Bad dog.
Bad dog,
Bad
no
dog.
biscuit.
Indeed. But, I think we're all kind of just used to, like, locked in an area you can't escape from, where you gotta fight Tyrant, Nemesis, something like that.
Well,
Crimson
yeah,
Head?
but,
Yeah.
but keep in mind, this is where that came from, and it builds
I
up
know.
to it. It builds up
I know.
to it.
Normataya says you are the biscuit.
You're not wrong. I hate the fact that I'm saying this, but he's not wrong.
Indeed.
But,
hey, now you have shotgun and flashbang and healing.
yes, I am now, once again, healthy. And I have the Shvati gun. Alright, I'm trying to remember which of these is the correct door to start. I think it's this one.
Doggo already got bite of Chris jerky. Doggo happy.
Yep. Okay, yeah, it is this direction. The Valley of Destruction.
Cave of Hatred. Summit of Madness. Path of Revenge.
Yep.
What are these, Kung Fu movie names?
Yes.
This is giving me an idea for a horror movie, and I'm sure somebody has already thought of this. Of a business that does, what do you call this? Escape rooms, but it turns out the escape rooms are actual, like, nightmare death traps.
Yeah.
Stay
So
away
it's
from
using
the woods outside the mansion. Well,
Bit late for
Too
that.
bad for him, I can't read.
And that's a good point. Isn't that just Saw Cube?
Well, except for that, like, escape rooms are premised on
You get
know,
out
like-
and yeah.
that this is, this is all for fun and lulz, even though they're in reference to those horror movies. So if then the horror movie is people think they're just going to, like, a fun escape room, only for the horror of the escape room to actually become real. So sort of inverting the inversion. Granted, that could also just be a very terrible movie, and I am no horror writer. But it's also why I think it's probably something somebody else came up with already. Into the cube you go.
there we go. Alright, I don't actually remember which direction these things are supposed to face. If they're supposed to face towards the door or away from the door. So let's... Dog's desires are fulfilled.
Well, there's
Alright, revenge
yeah.
and destruction. Revenge and destruction. Alright.
Hmm.
Blue
Then,
is destruction.
Rimward asks, but what if we invert your inversion of the inversion, but with it all being in a noir world living baked goods storm?
West and north. West and north.
Look, that's a question for the philosophers.
Yeah.
Fuck it, bullpup's your game's plot.
Oh
Man,
God.
this is okay.
There we go. That should do it. Yep.
What if
that's
it's
face
not-
away. Yeah, this is why I was bitching about the shotgun puzzle and You Will Die Here Tonight, by the way. Because in this, it at least makes not a difficult leap of logic to figure out exactly what it is you're trying to accomplish. Oh, I'm gonna need to have the wind crest when I come back through here.
Birds.
Da birds. Da birds.
What, Moonstone bullpup? I mean,
Let's bullpup your revolver. What?
Fuck it, bullpup's your marriage.
That is a fascinating concept. Anka, you don't need to try and use my shoulders to spring onto the table.
She wishes to.
She does.
Eat for puppy weasels.
there's a lot of camera jump cuts.
It is.
It's almost like that. Potentially, you're gonna have to run back through here.
You are. And on the way back, there is a single zombie.
Oh, that's less what I
But-
was thinking. Like,
Is
Yeah,
it
run
one of
back.
Yeah, you don't end up running back from anything.
yeah, that was the point. Like, run back from something that's actively scary.
I mean, the first time you play through this, if you don't know what's going on, you think something is going to be chasing you, but it's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
Anka, get
Yeah,
down,
that's
please,
a good
little
point,
girl.
Silicon Soul. We don't solve problems with logic here. We solve problems with Crimevestigator Downs.
We solve problems with bullet law.
Indeed.
Anka, no.
Anka is trying to steal her mother's art glove.
She hungers for it.
She does. And she's being bloody inconvenient about it. Alright, I am going to need the wind crest. Hello, girls. Why are you throngling each other on me?
Because you're there.
Because, yeah, it's comfy.
It is. You're not wrong. Ah! Will
It's
I
a nice
take the
throttling
crank?
surface.
Yes, I will take the crank.
I believe that makes you ineligible for certain jobs now.
It's okay, he's a cop.
Wrecked.
Oh no.
He also now has brain damage.
Only now.
So now he's getting
Suppose
more like
this is probably where it
Crimevestigator
started.
Downs.
Yeah, this is probably where it started.
Ow. Let me through.
He's not gonna. Whoa. Just slid him across and out of the way.
Yep. Girls, can you stop throwing down on me?
Nope.
Negatory.
So, Nermetia, that dude's face isn't falling off. That little girl is wearing her mother's face. Like, literally. The face that's falling off is her mother's face being worn on her own. Because this is what happens when you turn small children into freaky, immortal monsters.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, Ramshackle, if you're referring to Cronin's belated tonfas from Hellboy, then yes.
Aren't all swords already bullpups?
Potentially.
Because the trigger is before the action.
Unless you decide to pummel bash them.
Oh, Rimworld Herald makes another dumb decision that we welcome. Yay!
Indeed. Girls, can you please stop fighting next to me?
Well, they've at
There's
least
a
moved next to you.
Full bore, like, WWE throwdown happening right on me here.
Are you at least filming it and giving it to Halzakar?
No, because I'm needing both hands for controlling Crime Spectre ups here. Okay, Xeris, too loud. Chill.
How's a Tonfa bullpup sword? Because you can always spin the Tonfa and hold it either way.
You could.
Ooh. Crest of the Sun.
Praise.
And he prays. Oh my God, do I praise?
Do I pray?
So, at work, they used, this is at a previous location I worked at. They had a speaker that would play in the machining area.
Mhm.
And it was basically like kind of what used to happen is everyone would bring in their own, would put headphones in, which could be dangerous.
Yep. Yeah, so
But
it's had
instead
that.
they were like, all right, we'll just put speakers in and you can like listen to whatever you want. And put the music here and they'll play. Except they never controlled access to like who could actually put music in to play on the speakers. So I put the 10-hour version of Hey, what's going on?
How many were doing it after the first hour and a half?
What's going
In spite of themselves.
I think it actually went on for like half an hour to 45 minutes. Because like for the first like 5 minutes they're like, yeah, okay, it's a song. It's and the 8 minutes they're like, yeah, it's kind of long. And I think after 15 they were like, we need like, what's going on?
Indeed, that is the lyrics.
I would fucking embrace that shit.
If you ever get the chance, I need to figure out which comedian it was, but he basically did the same thing where they paid ahead of time on on the old jukeboxes where you could do that, so that it would play "What's New Pussycat" 5 times in a row, and then it would play one instance of a Johnny Cash song, and then would proceed to play "What's New Pussycat" another 5 times, with the intent being that the song that was a break would be a false glimmer of hope.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is
Brad, this is Chris. Brad? Damn. Thing's broken.
If only I knew how radios worked.
Yep. Oh, shit.
Oh, look, a dog.
Yeah.
Two.
And another dog.
Yeah.
And a plan.
And a blue plant.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Speaking of dogs. Okay, this is not a game-winning strategy here.
No, it's not.
No, it is not.
Maybe. Maybe Magnum.
No, maybe just... Oh, Jesus!
Oh, he went for this. He went off the top. Oh, damn!
Yeah, it had a flashbang in its facial feature. God damn it, you cheap fucks. I should have just run for it. I shouldn't have tried to fight.
Maybe.
I didn't know you could flashbang feed one of the Zombo dogs, though.
Well, only when they apparently come at you off the top rope.
Yeah. We got an hour and a half to try and power through the rest of this game and make it a one-streamer show. I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Okay.
If I stop dicking off.
We're gonna find out.
You can suddenly hear a waterfall.
Yep.
In Roviet Sasha, the waterfall hears you.
That's concerning.
The waterfall stands up.
And walks
Well,
away.
I mean, I could see
That's some
someone.
Dwarf Fortress shit right there.
You know, I could absolutely see someone in the KGB being like, "We had listing those in waterfall. It's perfect." And
Yeah.
then like later being like, all analysts want to pee.
Okay, I don't
We
have
solved
the
it by
battery.
changing out their chairs for toilets.
Diaper too expensive.
Alright, we're gonna get this away. Yeah, no. Absolutely do not confuse Silver Serpent with a Colt Python. Or an Anaconda. Completely different. They are not the same gun. No siree.
Nope.
Oh look! Oodles
Hey,
of
look.
noodles.
Snack. Multiple snack. Doing a hit.
Roof snacks.
The
It's a
advanced,
perilous sketty.
the advanced vanguard of Clan Sneck Cobra coming in.
I don't know. I mean, they would have issued some batch-alls. That would been like,
If they do that, then, well, call Scobell Mech Works. 877 Mechs now. A pesticide spray for flamethrowers.
how does that flowers?
Oh,
But
okay.
maybe it said flamethrowers.
You might be correct, and I'm just, wishful thinking here.
Just for flamethrower, one way or another.
A save point and lots of equipment. That's probably fine.
Of course it's
Alright,
fine.
we're gonna put the Magnum away, because that's not seeing the light of day until much later in the game. And once it sees the light...
Ramshackle has
Go on.
a question for you.
Bullpup Garand or Bullpup Musket? Huh. I'm thinking the Bullpup Musket because that is going to be the I just burned my ear off gun.
I'm gonna say I want to see a bullpup musket first before I pass judgment.
Considering the percussion cap and everything else that's going on and the location of the powder, again, that screams to me, I just burned off my earlobe.
Well, also bullpup, like you've got to load it from the back.
Yes.
So does it just shoot backwards?
A valid question. Also,
Like, do you have to shoot over your shoulder with a mirror?
No, it's just the mechanism is behind your ear.
Right, but it's a musket, so it's a muzzle loader.
Yes, that just
So
means...
the muzzle has to be behind your ear.
No, it doesn't. The muzzle is still in front of you, it's just that the chamber where you're ramrodding everything into is behind your ear.
And then it locks it and fires out the front.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying instead of that, like you have your trigger where it is on a musket, and the barrel is facing the other way.
That's just dumb.
Oh, so you have.
Oh god.
So you load it, and there's a little mirror on top of it, and that's how you aim it, is with the mirror.
You just invented the musket predecessor of the throwing pistol from Cursed Halo.
Yeah, probably. That's what I think when I see. That's what I picture when I think bullpup
that would
musket.
be in spoiler.
Magic Spider.
It sounds like something that would be in H3. That sounds like.
Oh, Magic Spider was not robust.
No.
Alright. I'm gonna need you guys to remember some shit right here. I need somebody to start taking notes for me. Eye with vertical slit in the middle. right here, like screen cap this shit, that is red.
Noted. More Spartler?
Dead Spoodler makes with the butt squeezins.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
So you got the Spoodler squeezins.
Yes, the spooder juice. Alright, that's green. Hollow Eye, 3 top, 1 bottom.
Damn, you blew its legs off.
That happens.
Yeah, it kind of had it coming.
She had it coming. She had it coming. She only had herself to blame.
Ah, a blue-green mix. Excellent. Hey, you can double up the green with the blue.
Nice.
Arm wrestle tournament.
What's this last one?
Orange.
Where's the last one?
Dot for the pupil, 2 on top. Okay. And then orange is 5, red is 3, and green is 6. So 3 has the cat's eye pupil, 5 has the empty, or 6 has the empty pupil, and 5 has the dot pupil.
Yep.
I don't even remember if the room that this opens is useful as Chris, but, you know.
Completionist run.
Not really so much as just trying to make sure that, if there is
maybe
important things.
There could be something important in there.
Alright, we're gonna go drop off
shit.
some of this shit. Ah, shit.
Yeah, I didn't get the numbers
Yeah,
on the
don't worry
pool
about
wall.
it. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. I'm sure it won't be important. That actually just sounded a lot more passive-aggressive than it was meant to. I'm sorry.
Lies.
Are you though? Are you though?
Okay, so now we continue this way. Hello, Anka.
Good.
Why is there a sound of a case falling on the floor when he reloads?
I don't fucking know.
He might be racking the slide even otherwise and just ejecting a good bullet.
He might be.
I refuse to question this because I don't want to know. Plainly and simply, I don't want to know.
Reasonable.
Don't want to know. Simple as.
This might be, you know, some. This is why we're not experts in bullet law.
Yeah, true.
Correct.
And yeah, Brewster, having to actually sit there and like unload a magazine to like fully load another one would be annoying as hell.
Anka. What are you up to, little monster?
Throngling.
He is Anka von Thronglebottom.
Schnooflin.
Alright, we'll take the residence key. Which door does this open? 001. Okay, cool. Oh, shit!
There's a guy there.
No.
shot.
Yeah, I mean, there's Plant 42. That's the boss of this area. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Yeah, Plant 42 is a bit of a fucker.
What's not,
Nice.
though?
1988. Surprise, you found a zombie.
Yeah. And there's the ladder leading down. Before we go there, we're going to go use this key so I can get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, manually reloading bullets into the magazines would be such a fucking pain. Oh, God. Let's not. And say we didn't.
Yeah, especially without a speed loader.
Yep.
Go speed loader, go speed loader, go speed loader, go.
Oh my God,
I mean-
Storm.
I'm not apologizing.
No, I don't expect you are.
When you've got to put like 18, 19 of the fuckers in and the spring keeps getting tougher and tougher. Yeah, my thumb thanks the speed loader.
Yes.
Seems fair.
What? These prices are even more surprising. How surprising are the prices, Rimworld Herald?
Ah, the toilet paper is discolored.
It's the appropriate response. Discount toilet paper, only slightly discolored.
That's slightly, yes.
Slightly used.
Nope, don't care. Fuck off, zombie.
No.
Do not want any. I don't fucking want to deal with your bullshit.
That's what I'm thinking
Even
about from what Storm said, yes.
Oh,
Are you going to sleep in the slightly used bed?
no, I am not. But I am going to take the Derringer. Come on.
Oh, why, Eric?
And this
Why
is...
is that a horror story that you put in my brain? Why?
Wait, what's the Derringer good for?
It has one shot and only one shot.
Right.
Cannot be reloaded, but is a instant kill for most typical enemies. There is a specific point that I will use it on, just because if you're too slow on the draw, then Rebecca dies.
Yeah.
Ah,
Basically, she's going to get cornered a little bit later, and if you are too slow, then the thing's going to stalk up to her and, you know, tear her face off. So if you have the Derringer, you can just kind of bebop your way up and go pew, and somehow the fucking, I think it's a 22 in that thing, is more effective against an armored frog lizard monster than, like, I don't know, a shotgun.
this seems backwards.
Doesn't it just?
The Golden Derringer.
Yeah. Just, you know, popping the monster with the golden BB.
Yep.
Oh, I see. It's the rare triple crit to the engine. Derringer.
I am still super fucking amazed that I pulled that off by collateral damage in a match on Mega Mech. Had an
Nice.
aerospace fighter drop a bomb on a hex and get 3 kills with that hex. Only two of which were in the hex that got bombed.
Nice.
So the first two was a light hover tank and I think it was a Stinger.
That tracks. That's what stingers do. They explode.
They do. And then there was a Phoenix Hawk the next hex over. I I proceed to drop the bomb. It does some damage to the Stinger, but the big thing is it causes an ammo detonation on the hover tank, and it's one of the hover tanks that has a couple hoppers of ammo in it.
Ah.
I am playing with the
Excellent.
TAC Ops rules turned on.
Of course.
Oh boy!
Yep.
It proceeds to explode, causing the Stinger to explode and stack pole. And the stack pole damage... Actually, no, it didn't... Yeah, it was the Stinger that stack pulled. It was one of the two. But it did a small amount of damage to the adjacent Hex Phoenix Hawk, but it was a through armor crit that rolled boxcars on the crit check and did 3 engine crits on an otherwise virgin battle mech, causing it to just fall over dead from the detonation of the shit in the next Hex over. It was amazing.
It witnessed the explosion and fainted.
Yep.
I've had that happen to me. It is distinctly less fun on the receiving side.
I mean, fair, but it's also funny regardless of what side.
Yeah, like, even if I'm the one receiving it, if something like that happens, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Even if I'm the one receiving, I'm gonna look at it and go, well, shit, and then fucking laugh my ass off. I used to play Drop Fleet Commander a fair bit back when I still had a group. And one of the fun things about Drop Fleet Commander...
Richard!
Oh, yep, here it is.
Chris! Chris, stop! No!
Nom nom nom.
At some point, you just have to ask, what the fuck was wrong with whoever built this place?
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean...
Why is there a shark here? Why are there multiple sharks here?
Why was there a girl with her mother's face sewn on?
Multiple mutant horror sharks that have been Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah.
Like, sharks don't do well in captivity.
No.
They tend to ram headfirst into walls.
It's funny you should mention that. Zombie shark.
I does he live Whitey?
But yeah, the thing about Drop Fleet Commander as a game is once a unit takes a certain amount of damage, 50% of its starting hull, what ends up happening is it rolls crippling damage, which is stuff like, you know, engines damaged, weapons damaged, the ship gets set on fire, stuff like that. A good 50% of those rolls can deal immediately 2 additional points of structure damage to the unit in question. Well, when a ship is destroyed, you roll catastrophic damage, which basically dictates whether it does something like, you know, just kind of break up and burn up in the atmosphere, or if it's going to do something like have a explosion throwing shrapnel across the orbital layer, or if it's going to have a fucking singularity drive rupture that's going to cause it and everything near it to take a fuckload of damage in its, you know, as it dies. Which
Cascades.
Yeah, you can very much have a cascade effect. I have seen a game where I was losing until one of my little kamikaze frigates flew into the heart of the enemy's biggest formation to include their battleship, because they had brought one of those fucking monsters, and managed to deal enough damage to kill the battleship, and in the ensuing aftermath, the squadron of frigates that I sent in and 6 enemy vessels all disappeared, because the battleship took out a couple ships, and then the daisy chain of ships blowing up followed. Okay,
nice.
Valve number 1, that's the one I need to remember.
Okay.
Everything's in proper working order. And then... Okay, so there's the pressure shelter. This is one of those timed sections. You were talking about sharks going and, you know, booping their snoots aggressively.
Emergency, emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking
Unknown
all
my
doors
ass.
to achieve maximum safety.
Also, to be safe, we're gonna lock everybody in place.
Yeah.
With
That's
the
the
monster.
safest.
Alright. Release that.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Alright, and then it was valve number 1.
Indeed.
Reaching 50% of pressure threshold.
Release the safety.
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Haul ass Himbonius Max. Himbonius Max.
Imbonius Maximus, father of a murdered Chad, husband of a murdered Stacy.
Oh my fucking god, Storm.
I will have my gamer subs in this life or the next.
These are some concerning declarations.
They are. Look, dude, have you got the brain rot? Have you got the fucking brain rot here, Storm?
I think he's got the Skyrim brain rot.
Potentially.
This is normal.
When I
That's
was
happened.
just a small girl in France, I used to pick pretty daisies.
What? I'm sorry. What?
You heard.
Yes, and I wish I hadn't.
Well, that's quite unfortunate.
Somebody
Indeed.
asking to clip that shit. Alright, let's
Oh.
see. Flollops. And now I get Richard's assault shotgun.
Hell yeah.
And there's the big fish that ate him.
That's a lot of scarring on that shark.
Fact.
It is.
Alright.
And now it's blocking the way with Snoop.
Yep. That's okay. We got something for that. We're just gonna put the power transformer in the water.
You put the shark in the transformer and burn it in the morning.
Last bath bomb he'll ever use.
Yeah.
What? That okay.
You've never had a high octane. You've never heard of a high voltage bath bomb?
I have, but it's whatever. You know what? I bet whoever made this place dumb enough to actually wire up their electronics to not have a fuse. Or a breaker.
Oh yeah, Chris should have also been toast because steel deck plate. But no. His
No,
boots
'cause
have
he's
rubber
not grounded.
soles. His boots have rubber soles. He's fine.
Chris would have been fine because he's not touching ground.
This man has yet to go and touch grass. Fuck, there's magnum bullets. I'll have to come back for those.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you said bullets, because I thought you were going in a different direction with Magnum.
What the fuck direction would that be?
Yeah, tell us, Storm. What direction is this that you seem to be going in with Magnum? We are all waiting with bated breath.
I plead the 743rd.
Alright, so we are gonna go use the gallery key Then we're going to go get the Magnum bullets, and we're going to go swap some equipment around, and then we're going to plow on to go fight Plant 42.
Indeed.
Because that's going to require the shotguns, the Himbonius Magnum.
So assault shotgun and magnum are going to be the
No,
Plant 42.
No, it's going to be shotgun and shotgun, because I've got 2 shotguns, and one of them has ammo in it, and I don't want that ammo to go to waste.
I thought you were just going to leave it at you don't
He's
want it.
such a himbo. He doesn't know how to unload a shotgun.
Right?
Okay.
This man has never figured out the general pumping motion, it seems.
He's tied it to, like... Okay, he's probably the kind of guy where it's like, alright, I need to keep the trigger held and then just, run the pump action.
So, to answer questions in turn, Fontboy, this is the remake of Resident Evil 1, the one that got released on the GameCube and then, you know, quote-unquote HD remastered for PC and Switch.
Find the quote-unquote of that remastered.
I mean, it really isn't HD, honestly.
Oh, I see.
And then the follow-on question from Rimward Herald, what drop fleet did I play? So, it was a case of a guy got the starter box and he was willing to go halvesies on it, but he wanted the UCM. So I basically, despite wanting to also play as the humans, got kind of shoehorned into being the bad guys, you know. And then I discovered that the bad guys in that are fucking fun because you've got little kamikaze bastards, glass cannon ships, and all kinds of other fucksuckery. And then I just embraced it. Go on.
I still maintain that when you play Clan Invasion, Inner Sphere versus Clans, the most fun is Smoke Jaguar.
That's why I'm collecting and painting the second Jaguar guards, purely on the basis of I always win. Either I win the game and I've won, or if my forces get tabled, then the fucking dick-ass Smont kitties got bodied and everybody wins.
Because I get to be a mustache-twirling supervillain for the entire round.
Fact. Like, that is very much the done thing in that game. Is being the raging douche canoe that is Smoke Jaguar and just having a whale of a time with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you should.
But yeah, so the thing about the Scourge is they are not counting the Sheltari because they are simultaneously the best and worst at everything, depending on whether their shields are up or down. The Scourge are faster than normal. They're the fast fleet. They have weaker armor, but no reduction to how far away they can be detected to accommodate that. But yeah, the big thing about those guys is they are equipped with some of the fucking mightiest close-in weapon systems that you can get in the game, which is just delightful. Yeah, we're just gonna get the pesticide here, and we're gonna go, Killer Matriarch. Hey, it's a Queen reference.
Oh no, the bees.
The bees!
Not the
Dr.
bees.
Bees knees.
Dr.
It's not the bee's knees.
Yeah.
I think Iden would argue it's not the bee's knees.
No, it's not. But yeah,
Not this time.
the thing about playing the Scourge is, I, in particular, had a squadron, the frigates in question that I used for the daisy chain. They are the Jin class frigate, and their whole thing is they just have a fuckload of dice of get wrecked nerds that is close action only. So interceptable by point defense, but also just volume, and I mean volume of fire. And because they're Scourge frigates, one thing that they are really uniquely good at is they can descend into atmosphere. Everything else happens in outside of atmosphere in orbit. And if you're in atmosphere, it's like being a submarine. You're a lot harder to target because all of the weapons are calibrated to go through the void. You know, no air resistance and shit. So,
Okay, yep.
what ends up happening is they basically become an area denial weapon. They threaten you with, yeah, what you gonna do about it, nerd? And if you try to go anywhere close to where they are currently positioned, they just pop up into low orbit and proceed to vomit plasma at you until you get overwhelmed and die.
Sensible.
And if they die in the process, oh, I don't give a fuck, because they're dirt cheap. Like, they are ridiculously cheap. Dogs one up, got a gifts up. Ah, very nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wunderbar.
And this is talking about Vigil, which Chris cannot use.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Just to match the picture.
Yep, you gotta match the pretty boobies with, yeah, there you go. There we go. Alright, and now, Front. Yeah, Scourge were Front. PHR were one of my usual happy slap partners, and I had a good time fighting them. They're the heavily armored, all broadsides all the time fleet.
I do like that as fleet doctrine. I
Yeah.
really do.
Their weapon arcs are a lot less forgiving because they're fixed broadside, but they're armored enough that they can play hey diddle diddle right up the middle to make it work.
Yeah.
And let's see, is there any loot down here? Doesn't look like it. So we go up.
Oh, it's that doesn't sound good.
Squishy sounding.
Yes.
Quite.
It's moist.
Yeah.
One of those words that I'm not allowed to say around Whacker, which is why I say it.
Nice. Fron here has some of that moisture.
Indeed. A
How
bit
much?
too much of it.
Moist.
Alright, that shotgun is now empty. Swapping to the better shotgun.
Yay!
Oh man, it shot you, and then it weed on you.
It did.
It did.
It had a happy pee-pee time.
Ugh.
I mean, happy for it, not so much for Iden.
Correct. Ow. And then it just gave me the old slapperoo here there.
It did in fact give you the slapper.
There we go.
There you go, indeed.
Huzzah! You've won the game.
Yep.
And in the process, you've solved world hunger.
Ugh.
Turns out all that moisture is nutritious.
Yeah.
Nutritious and delicious moisture.
Alextra asked if there wasn't a secret weapon for the game.
I know that if you manage to beat it with a certain rank, you can get a rocket launcher. At least
Collectible?
I'm fairly confident you can, or maybe it was an anti-material rifle in this one. I don't know. There are hidden unlockable weapons.
Oh, you scared me. You okay?
Yeah, it's dead. But... Richard... He's
Also dead.
gone.
Indeed. He got shocked.
The
He's
flamethrower is not a secret weapon though, because you get that
I'm
a little bit
sorry.
later as Chris.
It's my fault. I should have watched out for him.
I found a pharmaceutical room. I think I can come up with something useful.
Okay, don't care. I found a pharmaceutical room. Cool. That is really low on my priority list right now.
Well,
Are we gonna
you
get
know,
ambushed in there? No?
she's going to make some antihistamine, so, you know, with all the plant pollen around,
Yeah. Well,
Chris won't be so sneezy.
There's pistol ammo right there, but I'm not going to go for it because I don't really care too over much about pistol ammo. I have shotgun.
Indeed.
Wesker?
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Thought you were with her.
Yeah, I know.
We got separated.
We got separated.
You said it.
I see. Anyway, we better find a way out of here before we turn into zombies.
Wesker off!
Got any suggestions, Wesker?
Indeed.
We should get a better grip on the situation. There must be areas still to be explored in that other mansion. Chris, I want you to check them out one more time. I'll continue my investigation here.
Sure thing.
God, that earpiece is a chunker.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so we
And how much fucking hair gel has he got in to still be perfect at this point?
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's wearing his sunglasses indoors at night.
He is.
That man is making a commitment to his style.
He really, really is.
I'm beginning to think that I'm just too slow and we're not actually going to do this in one sitting this week.
You got 45 minutes.
And if you fail, we will not we, but I will convince Parallax to spend the entirety of Numeric Workshop mocking you.
Very well.
Ballistic hair gel.
Oh yeah. It blocks bullets.
I was thinking he's just using ballistic gel as hair gel.
Apply a bit of heat to it and dunk the head in. Style before it cools. Yeah.
It works, I suppose.
I don't know. I will take your word for it, because I don't know.
I have
never
no
handled
honest idea if it does.
If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Yes, we don't care, Brad. You're a fucking nerd and you cowardly left us to die in your fucking helicopter.
Right?
No, I'm not talking about you, love. I said Brad.
Wait, Lady Red has a helicopter?
I wish she had a helicopter.
Look, a bad dog.
Indeed.
The story about her having a helicopter, red skies.
Oh my god.
Sick.
God damn it. Bad noodles.
These snakes are like...
Angry.
They're highly accurate snakes.
Yes.
I mean, many snakes are they not?
That's just fair.
off. Oh, hey, a flashbang. And ammo.
Ooh.
And another spray.
Ooh,
Mm.
that'll be handy, since
It
you don't
will.
have a mongoose.
Alright, so we're gonna take that.
But if we did have a
Actually-
mongoose, there would be so many spelling errors.
What?
Mongoose publishers, who are the guys who publish, well, among other things, Traveler, don't do a good job of editing for typos.
Alright, so we got that.
Yerby?
Okay.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a mongoose fight a snake?
Yes.
It
They're-
is wild.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
some
it is.
aggressive little fuckers. And here we go. I should have kept the shot.
Yeah, maybe.
Nope. Nope. Fuck off, Frogger.
It did just open a bunch of other doors and jump up places to get to you, so maybe don't stop moving.
Ah!
Oh, it beat you there. Okay.
No, it's not that it beat me there. It's that it has friends.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're swapping to the L bang stick.
This is where the Derringer comes out.
No.
Not just yet, but soon.
Soon.
That is the enemy type I was referencing, though.
Of course, that makes sense. Yeah.
The 22 LR of death.
All right.
Do you need to have it on you when you get to it, or is there a box nearby?
There's a box nearby, if I remember
Okay.
right. If not, then we're not getting the best ending because she's gonna die, and I won't really feel sad about it. All right.
Well, fair.
Alright, so the main entry has a door I need to open, and then there's the one on the second floor here. Those are the doors I'm going for. Got it.
Would a Derringer for the himbo be a Derringer?
Fuck you, Frogman! Ow.
He slapped you.
He did.
With his claws.
I just shot him in his dick, though.
Yeah.
That seems to be more ribcage than groin, but you know, maybe that's where his dick is. I don't know frog anatomy.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where their cloaca is. All I know is that I shot him in it.
Yeah. With buckshot, yeah.
Double-aught, my beloved. The thing about this, Cookie Mama, is the camera angles in this are deliberately such. The whole point of the camera angles in this is that it's a horror game, so what you cannot see is as important in the overall design as what you can.
Yeah.
The walls will clearly detect the
Mercury Alpha,
Yeah.
that is a question I'm going to defer to the lady herself. How much to commission art?
DM me, but it will be a while. I am busy for the rest of the year.
If she says DM, but it'll be a while because she is busy for the rest of the year.
Oh, good stuff, Ramshackle.
Oh,
Long weekends are nice.
Very much so.
a suspicious book.
Last book, volume 1. So how many volumes are in the last book? Because that means there's more than one book.
Indeed. Yep, Mr. George Trevor, congratulations. You are the dumb fuck who made the murder mansion. So what you getting? What does Lady Red do, Font Boy? Love, would you mind popping into chat real quick and responding? Well, yeah, just pop into voice chat or text chat, take your pick. Oh, hey, yeah,
Magic spider.
Was a spider.
Damn. That was in the head of the magic spider.
Yeah.
your call, love.
It seems like this gun does more damage.
I mean, it certainly is better geared towards doing violence on spiders.
Yeah, if nothing else.
Hey, kill it with death, says Zork. That is, in fact, the objective here. Absolutely not. Somebody does not like the Spoodlers.
It's another one, right there.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it.
How long did it take you to see it?
I saw it. I was just prioritizing getting the map.
Okay. Fair enough.
I return.
You
Welcome back.
return just after spider death. Zork is unimpressed
spiders.
with spiders. Those are not spiders.
The zombie appears to have not noticed you. Never mind, it noticed you.
God damn it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, whatever. He's dead now.
Yeah, I'd say so. Well,
And it exploded.
indeed.
Violently.
I figured you'd want to say that for a dog, but no.
I had meant to have the daggers equipped, but I forgot to go in and actually swap them over, so... Oh, well.
Well,
It dead now.
Oh, yeah. Cadaverific.
quite.
Okay, that's a handgun magazine. I don't have the handgun on me, so it is a handgun magazine that I will not be picking up. Pure Downsian dick fuckery.
Wow.
I didn't
It's like
think his head.
Nietzschean, but it's Downsian.
Dick fuckery, indeed. Fuck suckery most extreme. So next week, I think, is going to be a two-part stream, because this is what's left of this game is not 3 hours of gameplay.
Is it 30 minutes of gameplay?
Probably just a touch more than 30 minutes. At the rate I'm currently going. Oh, it's a hit!
Off with their head.
As previously noted, my favorite tactic with the shotgun is waiting for the last moment. And off with his head.
That do indeed work.
Yes, and it means that they are a 0% chance of coming back as a Crimson Head.
Nice. Because they got no head.
Yep. If you
welcome back, Basara.
if you permanently scrumble the brain meat, then there is no more Crimson Head.
There is no evolve to Crimson Head.
Correct.
No.
And hey, more shotgun shells.
Handy. Just a little.
Very much so. And there's the battery I need. Oh, there's something left in here. Oh, flashbang.
It's Lady Red.
Yes, it is Lady Red. People were inquiring as to her commissions, so I invited her to answer the question, so I'm not being the monkey in the middle.
It's the questions.
But, yeah, no. Lady Red does good things, and I say that not only as her husband, but also as just, fuck, man, she does good shit.
Yeah, as someone who has some of her art and has seen several more. Yeah, she does good shit.
The other thing about it is she does have a shop that has, oh shit, that has Ox and WBPL, frickin' stuff. We're not really a merch-heavy kind of gig, but people requested, hey, I'd love to be able to have, like, a mug with the Ox logo on it, so... Or, similar things. Or, hey, that art was frickin' cool, I wish it was a sticker. So, now it is. And there's the link.
Aw, yeah.
It cannot be stressed enough that that shop exists because y'all nerds said, we like the cut of your jib and we want more. So, it is very much geared towards allowing y'all to have the things that y'all want.
Yes.
Some of the best part of having some of that stuff around is when you have either friends over or...
Oh god.
Don't die.
Oh, he is. That frog is getting your tongue.
No, it got the shank. It got the shank, and it can fucking stay shanked.
But the best part of having some of that stuff around is when you have, like, a mug, and then you have company over that isn't familiar with it, and then you have to explain it.
Yes.
And you're like, how do I summarize the Ox?
A collective,
good luck.
A collective autistic fever dream.
A sentient aneurysm.
There's a phrase.
Sentient aneurysm.
There's a fucking phrase. A sentient aneurysm. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Yeah, I think that's the best description I've heard for the Ox so far.
It is also a very pleasant place full of interesting people.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
The smell of toast incarnate.
I taste pennies!
Alpha. Thank you.
Oh, that's a good one too. Oh fuck. That one got me. Also, I just saw somebody refer to these hunters as the Innsmouth Tour Group. And yeah, it is.
This tour is bullshit.
Will I take the spotty shells? Hell yes, I will. And dick-ass bird camera, preventing me from grabbing things.
Yeah.
Maybe you should shoot the bird camera.
Mail to the chief of security. Fuck, I don't care. That's the letter hinting that Wesker's not our friend. He's the bad man.
But Wesker seems so
Seems
so well adjusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we got another shank.
Can you shank the bird and take a knife back?
I wish. Alright, there we go. There's that. That's the red jewel. There's the yellow jewel. Yellow jewel goes in the tiger statue downstairs. That'll get me an MO disc.
Wesker turned traitor for cooler sunglasses.
Yeah, that sounds like him, alright. Alright.
Yep.
I mean, does he really need a reason?
No.
Look, I mean, J.C. Denton was probably trustworthy, even if he wore sunglasses at night.
Fuck off!
That worked.
Fucking Crimson Head. It's like, ooga booga booga, oogie boogie, nipple pinchy. And I'm like, no. Shotgun. Get wrecked, nerd.
Indeed. I see spikes.
Yeah, you missed this part earlier. One of the early mansion keys was in that pedestal. If you take the key, everything closes in and death follows.
Yeah.
Unless you put the key back. So we had to get a fake key to put in the slot so that we could take the real key.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright. I need to go do a couple little things before we go up the stairs and do that shit proper. Why are we collecting the Chaos Emeralds? Because they're useful?
The auxiliary, because it was cheaper for digs than child support.
Wow. Oh my god.
Though I like Alias's thing there. Like, Wesker's just gonna roll away with the whole sunglasses hot cart. So every time you see him, he's got a different set of frames, including the star and heart ones.
Every time you break his sunglasses, he replaces them with more sunglasses. They become ever increasingly ostentatious.
Yep.
Behind his sunglasses are more sunglasses.
Eventually he just like has a visor with all this bling on the sides, and it's mirrored.
Eventually he just evolves into
Exemplus!
I think Exemplus is the final form of evolution.
He eventually evolves into Exemplus. He's wearing like 5 pairs of pit vipers simultaneously.
5?
I feel like...
Come on, man. You've seen the Tower of Pits.
I have.
You've seen it.
I have. You are right. I am lowballing here.
I don't know
He
what
might
it
have
is about...
5, like, at the very top of his pit viper stack.
I don't know what it is, but I get the feeling that Exemplus is the kind of person who would start everything well-meaning and then end up dropping the auxiliary onto the Legion.
You know, I could see it. I could see it.
Sorry,
A compact disc.
Reference to the fact that his he uses characters like Char Aznable as his
yeah, he
like,
is
profile
the
pics and such.
fucking Char poster, yes. He very much is the token Char poster of the gang. Which, man, that was a show I desperately wanted to enjoy more than I found I could.
Char's counterattack, or?
No, just the original monosodium glutamate.
Ah.
I tried to, but by the end of it, I was honestly wishing that Char would win and Amuro would just, you know, choke on a dick and die, because the dude is such a whiny pissant who is actively trying to get himself and everyone he knows killed. I'm like, come on, kid. I get that you're sad and fucking burnt out, but, like, everybody's gonna die, including you. You have no sense of fucking self-preservation, you whiny prick.
Indeed.
So, yeah, I got, like, a dozen episodes in, and then I had to stop. I just couldn't fucking do it. Alright, there will be, ink ribbons in there, which I don't care about. There's gonna be a zombie in here. I'm gonna fucking lobotomize him.
As you should.
I just told him one.
That was just a mirror.
Trying to give him a good old case of trepanning. Reverse phrenology. There we go. We're working some reverse phrenology on this guy.
Sensible. Desirable, even.
You're giving him bumps in the skull to match his intelligence.
I mean, this is going on. This is a project that, admittedly, I need to follow up on because it was something that was discussed while we were visiting some of the other Legion types on our move up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Van Zant mental health system and the like, Van Zant mental health clinic and reverse phrenology unit. Is your kid fucking stupid? That was the introductory tagline that got us all giggling half drunkenly like morons in the hotel room. Like, we all just started losing our fucking minds at that one. Alright, now
Approach switch key.
Yep. We now have a key. That is the last key I use in the mansion. We probably won't be able... Well, no, we definitely won't be able to finish the game tonight, but we can at least finish the mansion, I'm pretty sure. Because what's going to end up happening here is we're going to go to the top floor. We're going to have another throwdown showdown with a very irate Noodle.
The one we ignored earlier.
Yeah, the one we ignored earlier.
Then it's Darren's time, is it not?
Yeah, after we deal with Noodle McNoodleface, what happens then is more than likely we're gonna call it. Well, I mean, we'll be able to at least finish clearing out the rooms of importance in the mansion and move to the next section, which is the caves. So, after which, next episode will be the caves, followed closely by the laboratory, and then once that is done, what will follow is, depending on how we feel, we might start the next, long play that we're gonna do. Or we might throw in something from the NES to fill time. Depends on how long that shit takes.
Grimos is redeeming a water break, a posture check, and a stretch.
Okay.
Yeah. After Crimson Head, go bye-bye. Alright. Posture check is gonna be, yeah, my posture, it's bad. I don't have the seating arrangements to have good posture at the moment.
I shall do it for you.
But we have Hailed Hydrate, and my sternum has popped repeatedly from the stretch, so we are fucking ready to rock.
Indeed.
Unshrimpify myself? I would fucking love to, but I am on a couch that doubles as my bed currently, whose backrest comes up to below my shoulder blades. There's fuck and all back support here. So, as it stands, I am not going to have great posture.
That whatever that writing health thing paper is, it's a pretty long ream of paper. Oh no, the danger noodle.
Yep. Part of me wishes I had my Wii so I could play through this sequence in the on-rails... Whoa, Nelly! The on-rails shooter that they released.
That's neat. Yeah.
Yeah, the Umbrella Chronicles, it's a rail shooter that takes place over Resident Evil 0, 1, and I think 3, with some side chapters that are added in covering shit that's not covered in the games.
Oh, nice.
Including the ability to play as Wesker and do some of his behind-the-scenes bullshit. Ah, fuck me. Okay, it's not gonna make me go and get serum. That's right, scream, you fucking noodly prick.
Noodly prick exploded.
Why did the wooden bookshelf sound like breaking glass?
There was glass panes on the bookshelf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a glass display case on the back of the bookshelf.
Ah, okay.
And there's Last Book Volume 2.
It's a different fucking book.
It's the bookiest of books.
I now have the 2 medals that are required for exiting or entering the lab. Oh, the knob is broken. Heh. Heh. Giggity.
Yeah.
I see a doctor about it, yeah.
Yep. I was gonna bring up that one as well, Warrior 506, but, you know, appreciate you beating me to it. So there were 2 rail shooters that Capcom released for Resident Evil. The first was Umbrella Chronicles, which, like I said, has playable Wesker sequences. It's also Resident Evil 0, 1, and 3. The Dark Side Chronicles covers Resident Evil 2, along with some of the background stuff, including Leon and Krauser's backstory. I don't know as much about that one because I haven't played it. But, yeah, no, it's pretty cool stuff.
This is definitely good, then.
Yeah, fuck you, Zombo. I do not care to deal with your bullshit.
Almost like, wait, get back here.
I refuse. You cannot make me.
All he wants to do is eat your brains.
We're not
Well,
unreasonable.
he was just trying to
one's
get,
gonna eat your eyes.
He's just trying to get some tongue action through the shoulder.
Ugh.
Setting.
No. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and put that away. I'm going to grab that because I'm pretty sure I'm about at that moment because we're in the last bits of the, Oh, hey! Apparently one of my buddies is playing Pokemans.
Huh. Indeed.
Pokemon. So I recently made a discovery, actually. Because I was looking through my NES collection of stuff to play, and I started playing through a game called Shingen the Ruler, which is a grand strategy where you're playing as Shingen Takeda, one of the rivals of Oda Nobunaga during the Warring States period in Japanese history. Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is similar in vein to Nobunaga's Ambition, the series, which is a series I am entirely not familiar with. So I did a little bit of a wiki walk to look it up because I'm like, I'm looking for games similar to this, and oh, okay. And I looked through the Nobunaga's Ambition franchise, you know, the game list, because there's a lot of games in that series. And I stumble upon one title that is extremely different from all of the fucking rest. Because you got, Nobunaga's ambition, and then insert subtitle. Like, Nobunaga's ambition, such and such. And there's, like, fucking dozens of these games. And then... Fuck you. Fuck you. I have the shotgun this time.
Indeed.
One title stood out from all the others. And that title was Pokemon Conquest.
What? Pokemon Conquest.
Yes.
What?
Yep, it's the one where it's Pokemon set during the Sengoku Jidai.
Is she upstairs?
Yes. And you're fighting against guys who are all based on Oda Nobunaga. And the other daimyo and frickin' warlords and samurai of that era. So it's like, holy fuck, man.
They're like Pokemon trainers for like Mitsuhide Kichi and Magoichi Saika and so forth.
Exactly. And it plays like a Nobunaga's Ambition game. Because it is.
Reskinned.
Yes.
That's it.
That I have to try this out now.
Right? It's
that
apparently
is so weird.
I don't remember if it's the DS or the 3DS that it came out for. Oh, you son of a bitch. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off. I've got a bimbo to save.
Time. Yeah, this is time. Get safe.
Oh, and Zork says apparently it's one where when you beat the game, it will delete your save file.
Interesting.
Guys, I'm starting to think Umbrella might not be the nicest company.
Yeah.
Rebecca,
What? No.
Chris!
you okay?
I didn't mean to get you worried.
We can't stay here any longer. We have to get to the others and find a
But
way
yeah,
out of here.
it is
You with me?
very
Yes.
much...
Then I'll go ahead.
It made me stop
Until
and
then,
think,
Rebecca,
like,
you're on your
what
own.
the fuck?
Stay cool.
Why
and use your
can't
better judgment.
Nintendo
Got
make
it?
cool
I can handle
Pokemon games
myself.
like that instead of
luck.
continuing to beat the dead horse that is the mainline franchise until we get glue? Like, look, dude, my personal opinion is since X and Y, the Pokemon mainline series have sucked. They have not been great. I was extremely underwhelmed with every entry that has come out since.
I think after Diamond and Crystal, I just stopped paying attention.
Yeah, like I played.
Pretty much same for you.
I tried to play X and Y, did not enjoy them, even remotely. Tried to play Sword and Board. The novelty of the new features wore off very, very rapidly. But, you know what would be really cool? Making interesting spin-off games and other cool shit that uses the Pokemon universe to do interesting things instead of retreading the tired gameplay loop over and 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 over, etc., etc.
Like,
Now I'm just
I
thinking
enjoyed
of
Pokemon Flash.
Now I'm just thinking Pokemon and the 30 Years' War.
I mean, Pokemon Flash was...
It was fun.
Pokemon
for what it
Snap, that's
was.
what it was. Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon Snap was a fun and interesting concept. Like, legitimately, it was an interesting and novel take.
And
But
then Pal World, which is arguably a new take on Pokemon.
it is.
A legally distinct take on Pokemon.
And frankly, a better Pokemon game than Pokemon has been for quite some time, if you ask me.
As soon as they let me give Raichu a fucking SMG, I'll be
And
more
put him
interested
in
in
the
Pokemon.
mines. And put him in the mines. They just do this.
And yes.
They're not.
I'm just remembering in our, what was it called, our Mega Mech game from back when, Ninja, that I went out of the way to paint the Kodiak that I got as, what's the big yellow, Grisbolt.
Alexster,
So there...
Alexster just called a good one.
Yeah?
A park builder Pokemon style would be it would fucking build
be-
itself. Safari Zone Management Simulator.
Yeah.
There you go.
Build a Pokemon park. That'd be a fun game.
Fucking, I
Like, you could
want
have
to.
Pokemon themed rides.
Yeah, I want to have a game where the objective is I am going to make the Safari Zone.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a fun game.
It would be. Okay.
I don't want to revisit the same 8 like islands to be the greatest Pokemon trainer of them all.
Yeah.
Like, Ash can do that. Like, he's been trying to be the greatest for like 30 years.
And failing miserably at it. Yes.
Yeah.
He, frankly, is not good at this thing.
I feel like, Ash, it's time to get a job, man.
It's not a phase, Mom. This is what I meant to do.
I'm supposed to be the very best. It's my destiny. No, it's not, you punk. You don't even know what destiny means.
Yeah.
I bet you haven't even played Destiny 1.
But yeah, like, it is very much a thing where they could do some really gnarly shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because the setting is just wide the fuck open. Pokemon Ranger, make it a on-rail shooter where the whole thing is you are the fucking park manager or a ranger who is out to rescue trainers who get in way over their head, and you're armed with a tranq rifle, a taser, etc., smoke bombs. Like, you can still keep it Pokemon family friendly by not having your dude go full fucking Doom guy on whatever it is you're running into. Sure. But you could have a really cool experience where you're playing a fucking Pokemon Park Ranger who is out to search and rescue for people who get in way over their head. Which, if you think about it, we're sending 10-year-olds out to try and collect things that would violate the Geneva Convention if they ever saw conflict. Of course you're gonna need people like that are, you know, Pokemon search and rescue.
So there's an idea. Pokemon where you have to be Officer Jenny.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. I was thinking Pokemon Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Because, you know, some dumbass is going to get lost because they taught them Magikarp surf. And they're like, and they just go out into the ocean and be like, but I taught it surf.
Yeah, Pokemon Rapid Rescue. There you go. Pokemon Alaska. You have to figure out how you're going to deal with a extremely pissed off Mama Ursaring because somebody tried to catch a Teddy Ursa. And predictable consequences followed.
Indeed.
Yep.
It's like, wow.
Like what happens when you try and wire up a battery with a bad dog around?
Basara is 100% correct. Lieutenant Surge doesn't just hint at Pokemon in military applications. Lieutenant Surge talks about how he spent time in war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he actually had his Raichu with him in a war zone.
Yep. There's also that ever-present little issue of why aren't there any adults between the age of 20 and 30? Parentheses, there was a war 10 years ago.
Yep. I mean, this is one of the other things to keep in mind, and this is why if I ever play a Pokemon RPG, I'm going to be the kid from Johto that is just super fucking jaded, because the police force, at least in Kanto, the police force tried. Like, you see an investigating officer dealing with the guy who stole Dig in Cerulean City, right?
Mm-hmm.
He fucking sucks at his job, but he's there. Like, the cops are trying. In Johto, the cops fucking mug children after dark.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, there's
Yeah.
multiple cops that, if it's after dark, will pick a fight with you. Because apparently that's what police work in Johto looks like. But when the Team Rocket Reborn takes over the radio tower in the biggest city in the Johto region, what do they fucking do? They're not a goddamn place to be seen. They're just fucking nowhere.
No, that's just how they enforce curfew. That's all.
Yeah,
It's just how they enforce.
They took over during the daytime, so they were powerless.
Yeah. Oh, and instead of Zork's Special Victims Unit, Pokemon Phoenix Wright crossover.
Oh, that would be great. Like Phoenix Wright.
Does the testimony of a person that is under the influence of a psychic type to compel them to testify count in court?
Or even like you teach like this Pokemon apparently did this, but that Pokemon's incapable of learning that move.
Yep.
That'll be fun. That will be a fun game.
Yeah.
There's
again, there's
so much.
Yeah.
There.
And I mean,
But anyway.
I'm gonna point to a studio that has figured out how to do shit like this. Two different companies come to mind. You got fucking Capcom, who have done crossovers for days. I mean, shit. One of their big franchises is the mother of all crossovers, Marvel
versus Capcom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where you've got Mega Man, Wolverine, and Dante from Devil May Cry all just absolutely bitch slapping the shit out of goddamn any comer.
Also, it is 756.
I was about to call it, yes.
Yep.
But then you've also got Atlas and whatever they're smoking, because they've turned they turned at least one Persona game into a fucking DDR game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's neat. Yeah.
Yeah, they've done all kinds of cool shit. They have done all manner of cool shit. Persona 5 has a fucking tactics-style grid-based combat game and a almost Dynasty Warriors-esque hack and slash 'em up. Like,
yeah.
Come on, Nintendo, you're dropping the fucking ball.
Yeah, you don't even have to look at that level of unique crossover to see just even where it goes wrong as well. Because think of any other major RPG series: Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
One of the things about granted, the Legend of Zelda only sort of barely counts as an RPG, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that those games remain fresh by simply not being the same thing over and over again.
Precisely. Anywho, we got 3 minutes till the numeric workshop, so at this point, hey everybody, thank you for coming out. Alright, speedy talk bullshit notwithstanding, of all the things you guys could be doing, you're hanging out with us, and that's part of what makes this fun. That's part of what makes this a good time.
63 people.
Damn.
And thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
It's humbling.
Next week we will finish Resident Evil and we'll see what happens after. Might be Blasphemous, might be NES stuff, not sure. But until then, take care everybody and hang tight for the numeric workshop coming up. Until then, take care.
Be excellent to each other.
Party on, dude.
Be safe.